Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. I am your host and game master, Skajarmas, otherwise known as Toneshift, and with me today we have our full cast of players. We have... 1 second while Roll20 loads. There we go. We have Tom117Z playing Rosa Solwyn, our female Elvon Mithra Watcher.
Hello.
We have Mystic playing Aeon, our male Moogle Time Mage. We have Hades Shadow 92 playing Cassandra, our female human dragoon.
We make money now.
We have Darkness playing Kunara, our female Lupin warrior.
Who is ever vigilant.
And last but not least, we have Ari playing Kayana, our female Tarufel engineer.
I'm literally about to burn society to the ground at this point in my life.
Welcome to the club. Anyway, so, quick point of order before we get into today's session. I know I say this a lot, but I did not sleep well last night. Like, far worse than usual, because it wasn't just like I slept bad or didn't get as many hours as I like. I didn't get a wink, try as I might. Because, well, Final Fantasy 16 launched yesterday as of the recording of this session, and I was excited for that. I slept really well the previous night, but I didn't get to burn any of that energy off because I had to run FFD6 for my family game, so... So it was just a perfect storm to leave me incapable of falling asleep because my body was not ready, and that my cat, like, was in cahoots with my insomnia and just tortured me on the couch for 4 hours. It was a whole thing. Regardless, let's go ahead and recap where we left off, shall we?
From one Final Fantasy filled with trauma to another Final Fantasy filled with trauma.
Right?
Okay.
So, where last we left off, the Freebirds continued their time in the Academy City of Anomo, with Rosa gradually learning to use a new ability with which she can analyze the status of individual souls, so long as they are willing to receive that analysis, and also acquired a new outfit to reflect her personal growth and just get her old librarian uniform sifted out, because that was not made for the harsh lifestyle of an adventurer. There was also the revelation of Cassandra's past and the events that led to her traveling as she does now, with her own uncle, Riker Thornmarrow, orchestrating a series of events back home in Garlat to get her exiled and her father murdered. And the whole thing screams of deep layers of corruption that have seemingly infested Garlat's courts, indicating that something needs to be done. Following all of that, the party gathered together their things and decided it was time to set out from the Academy City to begin their journey towards the city of Vitae, far, far to the west and south, to meet the old warrior of light, Neothil, before her encroaching illness has a chance to take her from the world.
I'm not old, I am seasoned.
So that Rosa can get some closure on that matter of her family. And so it was with that the party gathered together their things, they saddled back up with Fluffy, and then they set out. So, with all of that said, you have taken your leave from the Academy City, and you are beginning to make your way southward, down the road, for the village of, I forget its fucking name because I am a dingus dangus darngus.
We were heading towards Loloto.
Loloto.
Right.
From
That is
Saucerfell's at the bottom.
Saucerfell. Your first stop, presumably, because it's just on the way. And then
I
on
just
to...
keep thinking Sausage Fell every time I say Sausage.
Sausage.
It's like a sausage fest, but for Tarufel. Anyway. And now you have that mental image. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say a word.
Okay. Anyway.
This has been another dramatizing moment. Thank you for standing by.
We are like 6 minutes in and already have done that. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Please.
So, we begin with you beginning your descent. So the first thing I need to do I need to roll a thing.
Uh-oh.
Kunara,
Oh.
roll me a d4,
Yeah.
please.
No.
Oh, great. This should be fun.
Oh god, honey.
So, I'm just going to repeat my previous state of mind regarding everything here.
You say a D4?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
One of the little fuckers you don't want to step on.
Yes.
That feel
Thank
like
you
like
for.
those-
Yeah, thanks for putting that mental image in my mind. Reminds me of the time of Lego. As I just mentioned. And the number will be today. Uh-oh. That's a 1.
What is it?
All right.
The-
Good to
the
know.
one?
Thank you.
Just every time the DM gets us to roll that, I give it just my mental gymnastics.
I mean, we have dodged the last 2 combat encounters he's had.
Anyway,
I know he's vengeful.
I'm
I'm
something, but I don't know if vengeful is the word. Anyways,
Sadistic.
Sure.
so, as mentioned before, traversing through the Mage's Mountains, even with the assistance of a road, will leave your travel speed halved on account of the piled up snow and the rocky terrain and the unpleasant weather.
I swear the road was right here.
We are on a mountain, so there's bound to be lots of snow and ice.
But just,
And rocks.
So, having left
I
a
say
little,
take it
having
easy.
left a little later in the day than otherwise might have been desirable, you make it about halfway down before the sun starts to set.
Fluffy,
Night.
do you think if we give you enough snow to make your feathers white, you'll become a white chocobo and that's good? It's worth a shot, right?
I vote no on that unless you want to give your chocobo a cold.
Yeah.
What's a white chocobo do?
Well... Is a white chocobo a thing in Final Fantasy? I assume.
They are. I think like in the main appearance they had in FF7 was that they could run over mountains.
Yeah, well, white chocobos are typically very good on mountains, particularly snowy ones. White makes them blend into snow, so your predators can't see them.
What about the cart, though? That's not exactly visible, is it?
And it's not designed for traveling over rocky terrain.
Still
Why
will
do
make
you-
a lot of noise and bulkiness.
Why must you poke holes in my plan?
Well, because I don't want bad plans to get my family hurt.
Well,
I'm
Cassandra
with Teal on that.
Cassandra pokes her on the cheek.
well.
And you're supposed to be the most logical one. Scruffles your hair.
I will turn this card around.
But we will never get to meet your special family member. Nee, was it?
She goes a little quieter at that.
And at that, just saying that. Cassandra just kind of pets her head. It's like, it's okay.
George will go find Rosa.
If you can find a path.
I vote that we might have to, well, find a place to sleep for the night. I don't doubt Fluffy's skill of climbing up mountains, but it's still dangerous regardless.
Yeah. Even if we
see-
survive the cold, there's a good chance we could get lost.
I'll see if I
Yeah.
can find us another cavern. One hopefully that doesn't have some kind of ice snug window.
I don't like a giggle.
I hear that laugh.
I heard a giggle. I don't like it.
Am I able to find somewhere along this trail just a cave of any particular size that could hold us?
Honey, he's plotting.
He's
Nature
always
check.
plotting. I'm on Fluffy, so I get bonuses.
Yes, you do.
That's not a bad roll. 13.
13. All right. So, easy enough. You've already traveled this road once before, and You had the foresight to sort of take note of important spots that you might be able to use for rest as you are traveling, and so it takes you a little bit, and it is well and truly dark by the time you find the spot, but it's find it you do. And a note, it's sort of this crevasse sort of set into a stony wall, sheltered mostly from the cold wind and snow flurries. It should serve your purposes well enough. It goes back a little ways, and it looks like it gets used as a camping stopover point fairly routinely if the various, it looks like they're the remnants of old campfires here, including a recent one that just kind of, while it doesn't have any wood in it, still appears to be a functional ring of stones to keep flames from spreading wantonly.
Oh, walking fire pit. Well, let's get up and get our resident fire starter. You looks at Tyr.
Tyr
Yes.
kind of gives a big yawn. Alright, I guess I can do that before I tuck in. And kinda,
Well, I mean, you could always tuck it into the fire. That'll make you very warm.
yeah, but fire, it's warm, but it isn't soft, and he kind of coils a little bit into the sheep wool pillow Kunara got him. I like soft.
Well, just put it not so close that it catches fire, but close enough that, it doesn't freeze overnight.
Well, since Tyr's got the fire planned out, I will set up the rest and even cook us some food when it's
So yeah, for the sake of brevity.
But I have an idea, Tyr. You could, for extra warmth, you could always crawl into the pillow and just be amongst the sheep floof.
I can be among the sheep.
Oh my god.
Alright, sure, I'll do that. Just no one go bringing a spooky teddy bear to talk to me, alright?
What? Anyway,
I was referencing a video game.
I don't know the video game you were referencing.
Among the Sleep.
Oh yeah. I love that one.
Among the Sleep.
You play as a
Among the
toddler.
Get up.
Being traumatized.
Yeah, it's
Oh, traumatized.
on brand. Anyway,
That
Well,
should be
yeah.
where everyone plays.
so yeah, as it is, for the sake of brevity, it's not a big deal. You are able to effectively get your camp set up. You've got a good fire going. Kunara manages to throw together a nice meal for everyone. It's pleasant. So,
He is going to bed up for the night, pressed under Fluffy's wing.
how did Nee get here?
Rosa, you talk about Nee a lot, and that's just some switch to a switch in my brain
hey,
to
Nee,
campaign
I'm
one
Kunara.
mode.
Have we met?
It's like she took a bunch of skooma for the speed and agility buffs and just ran across the open world space.
Oh no, I just fast traveled. I'm a video game protagonist. Look at this.
Just appears.
I'm here, bitches, ready to carry the whole campaign because I'm max level.
Max level and also dying, but anyway.
Ash.
No.
And old.
Anyways, watch rotation. Rosa and Fluffy, I require awareness from you.
Alright, rolling. Nine.
9.
I don't like how the music is.
15.
Alright, we now got some ambience going. I me likey. Alright, so, nestling in for your watch as everyone else tucks in for sleep. You kind of settle yourself next to Fluffy, sort of under Fluffy's wing, and keep you from a position where you can keep a good eye on the camp and the outside of the cave. You just start casting your eyes back and forth, and aside from the snow flurries lit up like tiny sparks by the glow of the flame, it is pitch black beyond the edge of the firelight. Just this orange glow that vanishes into an infinite blackness beyond, with the howling of the blizzard winds outside raging in your ears and reverberating ominously through the cavern, accented only by the crackling of the fireplace. In this sort of more naturalistic silence and quiet, after all of the stress and the drama of the last few weeks, as well as the more recent sort of personal revelations and the resolves that you've made, it's a moment of peace almost. You have a direction now, and it feels nice. I would like you to make me one more awareness check, or rather, a finesse check.
Oh no.
Something's gonna happen.
Rosa gonna be dead in the morning.
You're probably beside you. You'd be fine.
Oh, it's one off a crit. Alright,
Oh.
that's 15.
Damn, that's good. All right, so as your watch carries on, you sort of tuck your legs up closer to yourself and close your eyes for a minute just to rest them for a moment. And it's strange. As you're listening to the wind and the crackling of the fireplace, there's this momentary sensation where it's as if there's a resonance to the wind that wasn't there before. Almost musical in quality, as it's kind of reverberating softly through the air. And when you open up your eyes after sort of focusing on it, it flickers out and you can't hear it anymore. It was a strange thing to hear, but you don't feel threatened.
Well, that was weird. You hear something?
Fluffy
No?
starts preening your hair.
That does not answer my question. I'll take it as a no. I'm careful.
Turns her attention back out and sets her, sort of curls her neck around to rest it across protectively in front of you, so that you're like in a feathery fort, like just your head is peeking out over her neck, and your head is covered like a hood by her wing. It's very cute.
You know, these sleeves are nice, but nothing beats your feathers. You're so nice and cuddly.
Cat and her bird.
Two things
How
that typically are mortal enemies, yet here are perfect friends.
And the elf.
But aside from
bird.
But aside from that brief little moment of strangeness, your watch passes without incident. Cassandra and Tiermith. Awareness.
And I get a bonus because
Yep.
of Tier.
You get an extra d6 because of your noodle.
Inside his pillow.
Inside of his pillow, just two little eyes just kind of poking out, faintly catching the light and reflecting like a cat's.
There's a noodle in a pillow.
14.
Noodle in a pillow, hamster in a basket, me likey. Alright, 14. Alright. Your watch similarly passes without incident. It's calm and
Okay.
quiet. If there's no discussions to be had with Tyr, then we move on to Kyanna's watch.
To the Kai.
Yep. Awareness check, Kyanna.
Show us what the Tower Fellow Dot can do.
Okay, can we not bring that up again? You know, I'm gonna pick it another tab so I don't go to the whole end. Okay. Making sure I got this correctly. 2d6 and
Awareness.
and the awareness. Even I feel dead inside.
It's alright.
13.
13. All right.
Getting good rolls.
Yeah.
This just means that when combat starts, we'll roll like shit.
All right, so.
The dice
Don't be
doesn't
so
hate us today.
negative.
All right,
I
so.
had it beat into me through one trauma.
So.
Sweetie, I'm negative the whole day.
So, over the course of the night, nothing harasses your camp or causes you any issues. Though as your watch is proceeding, Kaina, about halfway through it, the scarab does start making noise.
She just takes it now.
You pull it out, rest it in the palm of your hands. It's kind of twitching occasionally, vibrating, adjusting its positions as you can hear the parts within moving and whirring and clicking and ticking. Still not entirely sure what exactly it's doing when it does this, but it's doing something. And carries on making these little noises for about 10 minutes, and then falls silent.
Yeah, Kai was like looking confused, but I think she would literally write down the times where it makes those noises.
Trying to keep track?
Yeah, trying to keep track of all the times that it moves and also the type of ticks it makes and everything.
All right. Make for me an inquiry check on that.
Don't have no inquiry.
I am looking, honey.
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay, making sure I got the number correctly and not the wrong one. $12.
12. 14, 13, 12. Are we just counting down?
Oh god. It's the final countdown.
What happens when it reaches 0? Extra 1.
Anyway, so with that 12, you're pretty diligent about it. Some of them happen a little too quickly or in rapid succession for you to get all of them, but you're able to get the bulk of the sounds and little whirs and clicks noted down over the course of the time it's doing it. After about 10 minutes, it falls silent and stops. And sort of looking at the notations you made in your sketchbook as to the patterns and what noises it made, you're not necessarily spotting any patterns in the sounds it's making. At a glance, it appears to just be random, almost.
Okay.
It's done this plenty of times before. As long as you've carried it, it has occasionally just made noises. And you do recall, of course, that on one occasion it acted fully autonomously. Mostly when your friends were harassing you about Pippin.
Oh, God.
It just sprung up and paralyzed them so you could run. It did that unprompted and without instruction, so part of you suspects that these clicks and ticks and these little noises it's making aren't random. There's probably some logic to it. You just lack the information to parse it at this time.
Yeah, then Kai just kind of mumbles to herself, I really need to figure that out before going back to her watch.
Yep. And the rest of your watch passes without incident. And last shift, Aeon and Kunara, shortly before the dawn.
Oh
Just a
boy.
little Moogle on the shoulder.
If she allows me to be on her shoulder.
That's up to you guys.
Oh, you do have the fur on the very tip of your shoulder, so it probably would be nice and soft and warm.
Looks like we're on final watch, Aeon.
Looks like it, Koopa.
Just Aeon's voice makes my freaking heart happy.
Kappa!
Oh.
Get you out of the darkness, just a simple kappa!
If you like, since we were promptly awake, you could rest on my shoulders for a while if you get a bit tired.
Thanks, Kuna.
You're welcome.
All right.
My cold dead heart.
All right. Awareness checks you too.
Okay.
Oh dear.
How many bad rolls do you have?
Apparently the first today. That's a critical
Awareness.
fail.
Oh no.
Oh.
How did I get a high roll?
Oh, it's a good thing Aeon's on this.
That
All right,
was
so-
almost a crit.
All right. So Kunara, about halfway through the watch, you have a thought and sort of excuse yourself from participating in the watch and more try to take the opportunity to follow Penara's advice when it came to those weird dreams you've had. You find a little corner sequestered away from the bulk of the group, still within eye shot, still within line of sight, still within earshot if discussions need to happen, but far enough away that there's minimal disturbance from the crackling of the fire. You sit and you start trying to sort of focus and just contemplate the images you've seen before to see if you can parse anything of value. And that consumes your watch, and Aeon is more than happy to pick up the slack.
Yay,
Will
I'm
you still-
helpful.
Will he still be on the shoulder of Kanara or no?
Probably not, because that would be distracting and you want to focus. Yep, but regardless, the rest of your watch passes uneventfully. And the dawn comes the following morning. Of course it does, that's a tautology. What the fuck is wrong with me? But yes, dawn comes, the sun rising up over the horizon. It is a partly cloudy day, the air very crisp and chilly. There's a very light breeze sort of going through. No snowfall at the moment, but there is snow flurries being kicked up from the ground, being sort of scattered about, creating this almost flaky sort of dissolving effect in the world around you. But regardless,
I would say Kanara's still at that spot, just, meditating.
You gotcha. But regardless, the night passed without incident, and you are ready to move on.
You see Rosa giving a morning stretch with a few yellow feathers in her hair.
These are also cute.
Pretty much. Morning. The big flying field. Morning, Fluffy. How did that not wake us up in the night? Does she, yeah, she does always. Hold on. Rosa is going to crawl towards her, feathers still in hair, and just pinch down on Cassandra's nose.
I thought you would have just took a feather and just tickle her nose to wake her up.
That's your idea, yes, I'm going to.
Oh my.
Hey, let's go here. I imagine Rosa is reaching out to pinch her nose, and Aeon goes, why not use a feather? Yes. Takes out a feather and starts tickling Cassandra's nose. My hair.
And Rosa, you get a face full of Cassandra sneeze.
I was more saying fire, but
Yeah, I'm imagining a bunch of fire just kind of comes from her nostrils and just burns the feather. She's like, oh, my feather.
And a big, then a
Cassandra.
big poof of smoke, but yeah.
Cassandra,
what?
you burnt my feather
What are you doing tickling my nose?
because you were snoring like a snory person.
Snory person?
You sounded like a saw blade at a lumber mill.
I'm not that bad. Aeon, I'm not that bad, right?
I sleep with you just fine. You never wake me up.
I don't think
See?
anything could wake you up, Aeon.
What
What
is
do you-
that supposed to mean, Cooper?
You are a very deep sleeper. What do you even dream of?
Candy, lollipops, all the wonderful sweets, Cooper.
I am not surprised. Here, how about the... I'm gonna take another feather out of my hair and just... Kanara and Kayana.
The impression Kayana's probably still
meditating
sleeping,
state.
and yeah, Kanara's a little ways off, seemingly meditating.
Hey, Aeon. Kayana is still sleeping. Do you want a feather?
Yes, my turn.
Have two, because I lost two in my hair. Go.
Oh boy. Okay.
Tickle time with Aeon.
If it's up her nose, then you'll like be hearing something.
All right. How do you want to play this?
How do you want to do this?
Ball's in your court now, you two. Make me happy.
Come on, Aeon. You got this, Aeon. Go. I believe in you.
I guess I'll just take one feather, tickle her nose, and the other one I'll tickle her ear.
And Darfell have long, pointy ears. Oh no.
Yes, I can reach it.
Wait, her ear or her nose?
Both.
Oh, no.
Have one feather tickle your nose, and the other one tickle your ear, because Rosa gave me two.
Oh gosh.
You are being double tickled.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kai. Tika.
No.
Tika.
I just like running away, just like stop.
No, don't run. It's fun. He just chases after her.
Opposed athletics, you two.
Ah, this was everything I ever did be.
Wait, do we even have it?
I have athletics.
It's
I
like one of the
have
first
9.
skills. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I didn't
goes
really
down
roll
low.
one, so.
Small legs versus wings.
my money's on wings, so it.
Oh, wings
Wings
only
are
rolled a
superior.
6.
Honey, you are sleeping on the couch tonight.
Okay.
Just accepts
Yeah,
it.
that begs the question. If a Moogle couldn't fly, how well could they walk?
You ever seen a penguin? Like a fat penguin? Probably like that.
Wada. I can slide on my chest
9.
then.
Okay, no wings.
You on?
Kayana! With the adrenaline rush kicking in from your sleep being so rudely interrupted, you managed to find the agility to duck and weave around Aeon and slip away quickly enough that Aeon, you kind of accidentally lose focus a bit and sort of just flip and twirl in the air a bit. So you get dizzy.
Who knew?
Uh-oh. Murgle is dizzy. Catch the Murgle. Rosa's going to try and catch him before he bumps into a rock or something.
Oh, Tiermouth is going at the same time, so...
Oh, God. We might have a traffic accident.
Cassandra just holds out her hand.
You
Nothing
gonna
is
catch
stopping
me?
us.
Okay, well, as it is,
Like
we
she's
still
just-
have Rosa and T are both sailing for Aeon, so... what the fuck
It'd
do
be
I...
hilarious if like they both dove for Aeon and then Cassandra just like lightly just just throws out her hand and just catches him.
Tom,
catch
Rosa,
me.
roll a d4 for me, please.
I'll find the T4 and I will probably roll it. Yeah. 3.
3.
Better than
All right.
me.
You managed to not have a traffic accident with Tiermouth as you both kind of course correct in it. For this brief instant in these morning hours, it looks almost like you and Tiermouth have this brief, wonderfully choreographed little dance move moment. Where you kind of like yin yang coil and spin around each other before separating and taking a few dizzy steps away, like, what the fuck?
Now I'm dizzy. This is going wrong. Help.
I love how things just happen with you people.
I know, right?
You just
happens
start
when you have the
going.
agent of
You
chaos.
just pop off, and it's great.
Thank you.
The
We have
world,
an agent
world
of
is-
chaos.
the world is spinning. Where's the Moogle? I rolled a 4 on D20. I'm falling over now.
Yeah, but okay.
Can I
As for
just
Aeon,
twitch
Aeon
if they-
in the dizzy state just kind of gently drifts into Cassandra's outstretched palm.
Cassandra!
It's like, Aeon, we've talked about making yourself dizzy.
He just hugs her tightly.
I see stars. They look amber. Is that right?
No.
There's no more Amber, Rosa.
It must be genetic.
Wait, is
Yeah,
this-
okay.
Where is Kai exiting?
I don't know.
Is
Where
she
did she go?
coming
That's up to you.
Where'd he come from? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Where did you come from,
Gotcha.
Kanajo?
Probably like either behind a bush or behind a freaking huge rock. I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably a
there-
rock.
yeah, probably a
Bushes.
rock. There's not weeds here. It's a frozen ass mountain in the middle of winter.
Plus
yeah,
you're small enough.
you-
You fit through any small corner.
Yeah, you hit behind a big old rock.
Okay.
Rosie's just starfished on the ground. Her, like, if there was a big anime, her eyes are just in that spinning motion.
Look, she's making a snow angel.
I like snow angels. There's no starfish rock. It's scratchy. Ow.
Fluffy just wanders over and starts preening you.
Of
Ah,
course.
that's nice. I miss.
Starts pecking at the sleeves of your new jacket.
Fluffy,
Why,
make a snowbird.
why don't you like my jacket's nice? We worked so hard on it. Yeah.
Yeah, slowly just poking her around, like, an annoyance.
All of them are just making freaking Chocobo go down.
Kanana's ears are now just multi-twitching.
Tears
I
look
feel
at
my-
Tear looks at us like, are they communicating?
We occasionally argue in Chocobo. This is normal. Do not mind us. Wah. Wah. What do you mean my jacket is rough and coarse? It's comfortable on the inside. Oh, you'll get used to it. It's here to stay. See? I'm gonna rub it all over you. Come here and accept my love.
So, as Cassandra, as I'm sure, like Aeon has went over to continue the conversation with the Chocobo. Cassandra just looks over to where Kunara is.
No, I can't get my jacket in yellow. It's black to stay.
And then immediately goes up behind her and taps her on the head.
But before that...
Cassandra, stealth check. Kunara, awareness
Yeah.
check. And because Tiermouth is present, Kunara does get an extra d6.
Oh boy, oh.
Betrayal. My
Betrayed.
dragon has betrayed me.
If this goes the way if this goes a certain way, it's gonna
Alright,
remind
it's a
me
good
of
start
from a
already.
movie.
So we've
Fuck.
got a 4 and a 6, so put that over
This
there.
is gonna be it. This is gonna be it if he could.
This is exactly gonna be that scene from Tarzan. with
Yes.
The mom.
Don't
Yes.
even think about it.
And now just check my awareness.
That would be funny.
Oh my god.
What did you do? What was it?
I rolled a grand total of... That was... Scroll down, thank you. Oh, more than I expected. Okay, that's
Boy.
18.
18 versus 6.
Yeah,
yes.
that's the, yeah. You are detected. I think Kunara's on pretty high alert because Kunara can hear all of this chaos.
Yeah, her ears were twitching for the whole thing that was going on.
Like Kunara, you've completely lost your meditative train of thought at this point. You're just kind of sitting here waiting for it to be over.
I know your
help you?
feathers. I know your feathers are comfortable, but I don't want them in the jacket all the time.
This is Douglas, you gotta do it.
Can I help you, Cassandra?
No, you gotta do the line.
How do you do the line? Please do the line.
Ah.
If you're thinking of tap me on the head, don't even think about it.
No.
It's close enough.
You just don't even think about it.
Eh,
This is referencing something that I don't understand.
Tarzan.
I do.
You've never watched Tarzan.
I have
You gotta
not.
watch Tarzan. It was one of the good underrated Disney movies.
Nah.
I love that movie. I will never stop watching that movie.
Even had Blind Blessed in it as a villain.
Anyways, so yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
So yes, Cassandra just deflates and is like, "You're a killjoy, you know that?"
well, someone here needs to be serious. As Kanara stands up. So, shall we have breakfast and then get back on the road?
No, I'm not adding a beak to it. How would I even do that? What would I do with that?
Right after I break those two up. You can handle a bit of cooking, can't you, Cassie? Booped you on the nose.
Ooh, Kuna getting playful.
She's going to be taken aback by this because they're not expected from Kunara, and it will immediately devolve into a glare.
Oh, you better be
And-
sure.
It's Cassandra, not Cassie.
That's what I said. Cassie Pouty Pants.
She tries to tackle Kunara.
Opposed force check.
What?
What did I imagine?
You are being tackled.
Now we're doing Simba and Nala.
You just want me to be another chocobo, don't you?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Still
11.
11, you say?
Wait, does he still get, like, the thing from Tyr?
No, that's
No,
only
it's
for
not
awareness.
It's
That's only
force.
Okay,
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Tyr's thing only works on awareness.
Unfortunately, what's the time?
Okay, I'm watching the theme. I'll roll those dice.
Although, actually, it's not that fortunate because that means I get the bonus too. So,
There you go.
Just chuck them. Hey.
oh, it looks like she won.
A 1 and a 2. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
One.
Cassandra, you successfully tackle Kunara to the ground, where you promptly proceed to begin wrestling.
See, now they're fighting. This is all because of us and we're arguing.
You're tearing this family apart!
You're tearing me apart, Sandra!
All because of a jacket.
It is
Oh,
at this...
hi, Kai.
Oh my. I just thought of something.
What's it?
What did I imagine when Kai is just like now like rubbing her eyes? I don't know why. I could just see her just popping her gun and just like shooting it in the air.
just shooting the air.
Just like to break us all up.
All right, as the chaos is unfolding, there's this very telltale click, boom sound as the gunshot goes off, and everyone just kind of locks up. Because loud
Fluffy
sound.
started it.
We're being attacked!
She's like, and then there's Kai just going like, "No, it's just me." Just
Hi, Kai.
holding the gun.
Just looks at her. She gets off Kanara and just like looks at her. Is like, you know, you really shouldn't be shooting guns in the wilderness, in the air.
Especially since it's a waste of ammo.
Well, somebody's gotta make them stop fighting, but hey.
I was about to win the argument. I have a super secret tactic to always win arguments with.
Does it involve Geisha pickles?
Partially. Also involves this scritch spot. Easy victory.
There's a brief moment of quiet that comes after that. Tiamat kind of looks around for a second. Can we have breakfast now?
Agreed. Well,
Yeah,
This
no,
has
Kai
certainly
puts a
been
freaking
an
gun
ex-
away, and she's like, "Now I'm gonna go ahead and just get his stuff."
yes. Well, this has been quite the exciting morning. Let's get back on track and have some breakfast, shall we?
All right.
I totally won.
All right, so Following all of that impromptu, delightful chaos that I did not plan for at all, but I'm very happy about. I just love when shit like that just happens. You nestle down for a quick breakfast.
Leather jacket.
You nestle down for a quick breakfast of, rations, accented a bit by whatever Kunar is able to splice together, and it's fine. Nothing extraordinary, but fine. And once you have done that, you get yourselves situated back into the wagon and make your way once more down the road, continuing on your way for Sassafel. Now, I need to roll a thing.
No. We had such a happy morning, do not ruin it.
Alright, so. It's after, I'd say, about an hour or so of travel. Continuing on your way down, sort of having to squint a lot of the time as sunlight peeks through between the limited covering of clouds to reflect blindingly off of the frigid earth beneath and the piled up snow that hasn't seen much disturbance. After about an hour of travel, the wagon wheels rolling along, pushing out trenches as it's going, that I would like everyone to make for me awareness checks.
We all get an extra d6.
We all get the extra d6 because here.
Good, because I roll a 2 and a 1. That is crap.
So is that a 3d6? I'm guessing then.
That's a 6. That is better.
Oh, now it works. Nearly 3 sixes.
No. 12.
The number of the beast.
Yeah.
But now it's a 6, a 5, 5, and another 5.
Do not roll 3 6s, because every time you roll 3 6s, a Freya dies.
No!
Alright.
Excuse me.
I like to roll 6 number of the beast.
Yeah, well, the beast is dead. We killed it.
Not that beast.
This is literally that beast.
Nah. Anyway, I got 21.
Jesus Christ.
I was
15.
21.
Alright.
For a moment, I was thinking, it's because somebody got a bit lost outside and noticed they watched together.
Yeah. Ambience.
Good ambience as well.
At some point, I'm still thinking it might be prudent to have 2 separate watch together rooms going.
I just still think that's just overdoing it.
Maybe.
I mean, can you?
It's technically possible. It's just whether or not it's a worthwhile hassle. I don't know. It's something I plan on testing with
overlap each other.
It's something I plan on testing with a different group at some point. One room specifically for just ambience, the other for music. But anyways.
I already have so many tabs open for this. We need more.
I only have 3.
Well, I have this watch
I have
together, the
2.
calendar. I get calculator open.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes multiple calculators of any different things to keep track.
That must be murder for your poor browser.
yeah, well,
I
anyway.
have good internet. Just saying.
Anyway, so what did everyone roll again?
12.
12. We got a 13. We got
15.
a 15. Okay. What did darkness get? 21.
21.
Okay. And we didn't get, and we're still waiting on Kayana's roll.
Yeah, sorry, there was a conversation going.
It's all good. 3d6 plus your awareness.
Wait, 3d6?
Because Tyrmith
because
is present, he gives everyone a +1 bonus to their d6 rolls, or adds an extra d6 to awareness.
Okay.
What did you roll exactly, Kanar?
21.
It was a 6, a 5, and a 5, I think.
Yeah, 2 5s, a 6, and I have 5 in awareness.
Ew.
Yeah.
I thought you had,
Yeah.
I thought you had 4 in awareness because we're trying to figure out whether you got a crit. You didn't realise. Yeah.
And awareness. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. All
Even
right.
sadly, 2 5s and a 6.
I'm excited about that.
It's still good.
Alright.
I almost
12,
got 6,
13,
6,
14,
6,
15, 21.
A very, very healthy spread. So you are all very alert and attentive as you are continuing your descent down this mountain. And as you are making your way,
Uh-oh.
making my way, a sound reaches your ears up ahead.
Does it sound like what I had last night?
Sound like what?
What Rosa heard last night?
No, it does not sound like the resonance that you heard. It sounds like shrubbery shifting around and a loud thumping noise.
So there's no shrubs on...
There's a little bit. You're far enough down the mountain now that there are some shrubs. Not many, but some.
Stop the cart immediately. Guys, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was already out of the freaking carriage as soon as it stopped. On guard duty and pretty much shield and sword in hand.
Like, the track are we on? Are we on like a narrow ridge? Is it more?
Give me just a second and I can give you a visual.
Map for this.
Combat encounter.
Rose is trying to think of how to avoid.
Voice cracked.
Aeon's voice cracked. He's growing up.
Aeon hit puberty.
No! No!
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So either side.
So,
shrubbery,
you've started to
rocks.
enter into a region where there is some shrubbery, tall evergreen trees caked in snow, sort of framing you on either side by these towering walls of white spikes freckled with the black and greens of the leaves hidden underneath, slightly veiled in shadow. There are a lot of rocks peppered around that'll make traversal with the wagon a bit difficult, but you've done it once before, you know you can do it again, it'll just slow you down a bit. But you hear this loud thumping. And as you're pulling the wagon to a stop, you can hear it getting louder, and it's accompanied by a guttural growling exhales.
Okay, there's rocks, there's trees. I don't think we can really maneuver. Okay, I'm just doing this. I'm going to immediately start with the green wall.
All right, what does that do again?
Once per combat, can grant the entire party the effects of either protect or shell until combat is ended. Protect.
All right, so everyone now has protect.
I do that because haven't actually started yet. I think Kanala would put herself in. You say this is like old shrubbery and all that, so
It's mostly like just like tall evergreen trees.
Yeah. So
yeah. I
Rosa,
was gonna say she's gonna try to stay outside and just I guess ambush whatever's coming. I guess.
Should
So
we
she's
assume
going
it's
in
a
flanking
monster?
mode.
Rosa just using this momentary time to prepare to stand up on the cart, just channel protect into the runes across her bow and spread it across everyone, and then remain standing on top of the cart, born and ready.
Well, Aeon, whenever we've been hearing a big thump 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 on a mountain, what do you think it could be?
A big burly man falling?
Hey Rosa, maybe one of those shirtless sailors came up.
This is not the time to make me blush.
Stay focused, everyone. We don't know what could be facing yet.
Ah, it's a positive sound.
You can hear
An arrow ready. And draw it back.
you can see treetops not far away off to your left. So over here on the path, sort of going. You can see the tree sort of shaking a bit, and you can feel vibration sort of going through the earth as something is barreling in your direction, and it is yelling and shouting at itself, a deep, guttural, inhuman voice.
Hmm.
So say it's over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Aeon, beast or undead?
I bet 5 lollipops say it's a beast.
Fluffy, can you back the cart up a bit?
Alright, that's 5 lollipops for a beast. Hey, Tyr, what about you?
I bet it's something that we're probably gonna have to kill.
No, you've got to come with the beds. No, and I say it's a beast.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to have Fluffy just back the cart behind this rock here a little bit more.
That is tricky for me to do.
Still, I'm just trying to give the cart some cover so something can come out of the trees and crush it with the club.
Yes. Is it, hey Kai, you want to be in the bed?
I might as well.
Nope.
Come
Can I
on, you gotta have some fun with it.
Can I just say though, for just the fun heck of it, they're having this conversation, but like in the visual, it's like the cart is like being moved while they're still in the air sitting.
Like everything's talking, all they're talking about is a freaking bed.
literally just Rosa parallel parking.
Guys, can we
I
focus?
got this.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That
Kanala's
was
the only one
Tiamat.
that's on high alert.
All right, so up ahead, You then see like the immediate tree line sort of rattling and shifting before this tall, I'd say about 8 foot tall figure, bipedal, largely dark gray skin comes barreling out with this massive mane of sort of icy blue mixed with yellow hair, massive lowered by, underbite with large tusks sort of jutting up, and 4 impressively burly arms reaching out from its shoulders, thickly muscled, dense, wide, broad, and tapped with enormous clenched fists. And from that mouth that I mentioned earlier, you just see that it is frothing. And as it comes barreling out, if I can get to the right damn layer.
That's a Yeti!
Its eyes turn right towards all of you. And its expression just tightens with fury and rage. It slams its fists into its chest, one each. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, good.
It is immediately charging you in a seemingly just blind rage.
See, I was right. It is a big burly man.
Just letting loose the arrow that I had already.
A big really.
Locked it
So
into-
does this still count as a beast, or is this more like a humanoid thing?
Whatever it is, Rosa is letting loose the arrow she had ready to go.
All right. Accuracy check.
Han, I want to do something for you before you go to your turn.
What's that?
Let's see when we get after Rosa's turn.
Hey, after Rose's turn.
Oh,
Combat. I've done this in a while.
6. It's only a 6.
6. No. As you fire off that arrow, it does hit the Yeti, but it has really thick skin, so it just kind of clanks off.
I don't know that. I'm gonna jump onto Fluffy now.
Oh, good.
All right, you are now mounted on Fluffy.
And let her loose of the cart if I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can spend the rest of your turn to do that, so Fluffy will be able to act as your movement action come next turn. All right, that is Rosa's go. Who next?
Well, no, I did that out of
I was gonna say, I figured
it was
Kinnara
pretty
would
much
go.
engaging.
Yeah, Kunara's already out of the car, so let her go.
All right.
I will point out.
Get the tank goes first.
I will point out, if this reading, because got paradigm shift. Yeah, I think that might be a good time to try that out.
What you doing?
Try what?
Thinking about using Ravager this time since,
And then Rocky had that
Yes.
one time.
Yeah.
Your finesse times half your level in magic damage that ignores everything.
So you just get extra damage every time.
Yep.
We are level 3.
So
Yeah.
it'll just be your finesse, but damage is damage.
Mm-hmm. And she's going in for the attack.
All right.
Can you make it?
I believe it's about there. I'll double make
Make it about
sure.
there.
Yeah. So it's about.
Yeah, you're still in a
You're just within.
0.3.
it's a big sword.
You're just within range, yeah.
Yeah, it needs at least 0.3, so yeah, you're good.
So you
Yep,
so
and
you
that-
did pop your you did pop Ravager.
Yep.
All right. So as far as the rest of the team can see, Kunara, you sort of your eyes briefly flash blue as you start channeling a very specific aspect of it's sort of like a shamanistic technique among Lupin clans to channel like ancestral energy. There's this flare of blue energy that creeps along your blade, and there's this general sound of a pack of howling wolves that reverberates through the air. And then you go charging forward.
Yep.
And I need to turn off notifications on Facebook because my brother is talking to me.
Oh
And
dear.
now is not the time.
Shut up, bro.
Bro, I'm playing D&D. Go away.
Literally.
Oh, I rolled a hit. Or
Yeah, accuracy check.
Okay. Let's see. 602 plus my accuracy. Okay, does a 12 hit?
A 12 will indeed hit. What is your finesse? Remind me so I can just apply that damage right now.
It's 3.
All right, so a free 3 points of damage alongside whatever you roll.
Oh, 13 actually, because I got a +1 bonus from my accessory. So yeah,
Right.
that definitely hits. Then
Pretty sure I already accounted for that in your character sheet.
Yeah, I just looked at the total.
Anyway.
Anyways, 13 hits.
Yep.
So now roll damage.
Yep.
Ooh, good decent amount of damage. Okay, that's a 5 and a 4. So
Plus double your power.
29. Yeah, 29.
All right.
Because my power is 10, so yeah.
All right, so you come charging forward, and with that blue energy sort of rushing around you, you bring your blade up and around in this arcing slice that sort of leaves a shallow cut across the front of this Yeti's chest. It lets out this bellowing growl, lifts up a fist, and gets its counterattack because it rolled a 4 on the 25% chance.
Ew.
So it's gonna
Also, that's one.
So let's see here.
Apply extra 4 damage because it's actually 12 because it's when it would be res, wouldn't it? Res is the highest. Forgot to update that on the sheet.
Right.
My bad.
What is the damage you did again, then?
I did 29, but it'd be an extra 4 because res is the highest, and I'm wielding a blade.
So then it wouldn't be 29, it would be something else.
It would be 33.
Okay.
Wait, I'm confused. What does res have to do with?
Res,
weapon.
when using blade weapons, you use your res if it's higher than your power. Res or power, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
I always.
That's how long we've been out of combat. I'm out of focus on combat.
Indeed.
I've
All right,
never
so
used res.
now,
I've always done power.
anyways, as it is, it did roll a, it did roll higher than your avoidance, so it does hit you.
Oh boy.
So, oh boy.
Wolf's about to get smacked.
Oh boy.
All right, what is your armor score? 12.
Yep.
So you take 28 points of damage.
Wow.
As after you slice it, this Yeti just leans back and its fist just crushes into your breastplate and sends you staggering back a couple of steps.
I take it that was a counter.
Yep, that was a counterattack.
Yep. Good to know.
It doesn't look happy. It looks really angry, actually.
All right, so that was Kunara.
I want to do something.
What you want to do, Aeon?
I want to cast Sprint on Sandra.
Okay.
Sprint? What is sprint? Time magic, sprint.
It basically doubles your movement speed.
Oh, neat!
So yep, so that'll so are you swift casting that, Aeon?
That's right, I got it. Yeah, I might as well actually just.
All right.
'Cause he's gonna need the sprint, the distance anyway.
All right, so
Yeah.
will.
all right, so Aeon, if you could describe to me how a sprint looks when you apply it to Cassandra, what is the visual effect?
I'm gonna cast it's a big red clock, and the hands are lollipops. It's just gonna go faster and faster, spinning around. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right, so that symbol appears above Cassandra's head, and then just sort of drops down and infuses into her body. And Cassandra, ooh, you feel bouncy. Your legs feel a lot lighter. You feel like you could run a country mile and not get winded.
Sugar rush.
Aaron, this is so cool what you did to me. I feel so great. And she immediately jumps out of the cart and dives right for this big fucker.
Literally a sugar rush. That's literally what I gave
Zooming
her.
right
Pretty
past
much.
Kanara. It's like, whoo.
It's like, meow, hi, bye.
What?
And if this thing is living, if it's a Yeti and it's living in an ice like mountain, let's see how he likes fire. I need to hit him first.
Smite the beast.
Smite the beast. Hit the beast. Do not fuck it up.
Also, I love the fact we got the same health right now.
Oh wait, sorry. I forgot to put my bonus. Why is that an equal?
I don't know.
Why is that a fucking equal sign?
98 coming at ya.
7?
Why are my rolls shit today?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wondered that earlier.
Either way, so
Apparently.
as you come barreling in for the Yeti, you breathe in deep, but you kind of overshoot a little bit because you're not used to moving this fast. And so as you come sliding to a halt and exhale, the flames kind of go a little wide, allowing the Yeti to sort of sidestep, and the worst of the flames pass it by harmlessly. You just missed it.
Be careful, Cassandra. This thing's
All right.
tougher than it looks.
All right,
What?
that just
Bitch.
leaves Kyanna.
Okay. Let me look at my freaking character sheet again.
Oh shit, I forgot. Kenora has protect, so the damage Kenora took was supposed to be half.
Yeah, I was looking at this effect of what it does.
So it's 2 medium ranges for a long range attack?
For
like,
a long
ranges?
range, it's 3 medium ranges for a long range.
So you got
But, like,
help.
Those with like guns and bows can
They
shoot
can
from
shoot
distance.
if they're shooting anywhere further from a long range, they suffer an accuracy penalty. So Kyanna's still good on range.
Wait, what did you say? Because I was like literally trying to figure out what to.
No, I was
If you just want to shoot it, you won't suffer an accuracy penalty. But if you want to use any of your other abilities, that is totally fine too.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure so I don't have to.
Also, I just noticed that the full spread of Kyanna's stats right now is lucky 7s.
Wow.
7, 7, 7, 7.
I might be actually just blind support this round. I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
really do
because I
much
wanted
this
to make
thing.
it even.
I mean, of course you can hit him, man.
I don't really trust Aeon with a big Yeti.
You could blind at Aeon's go already close and go poof.
I mean, meteorite hits everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking.
Blinded.
Could I try chemical spill?
Chemical spill? As a standard
Is there a
action, you
range
can
on chemical spell?
within a medium range, so she would have to get closer, but there's nothing stopping you. As a standard action, make an opposed force check against a single target within medium range. If you succeed, the target loses any one elemental resistance or immunity of your choice, and instead suffers 50% extra damage from that element. This effect lasts until the target takes damage of the chosen element.
Oh, you do ice. So I have an ice stab, and it would be ironic because it's an ice city.
Yes, let's make a Yeti that lives in ice vulnerable to it.
Well,
And
that
we're
was
still
tough,
in an
that's
ice
ice
elemental field, aren't we?
Yeah, so ice damage
Yeah.
is increased. I don't
Make it
think
weak to ice, and I have a staff that does ice damage if you hit someone with it.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
Oh, black licorice.
Yeah.
black licorice.
forget.
Solus is so happy about that rebranding
So-
it up and just. God
So if
damn
you make it, so Kayana, if you make it weak to ice, and it's a nice elemental field, and I hit it with an ice weapon, gonna
A
hurt.
lot of damage.
Extra
Everyone hates
damage.
black licorice.
Okay, so let's do chemical spill with the with
Like-
You have to move up, right? Yeah, there.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
Kai's gonna need to be right.
Tell me where to go. Just tell me.
Right,
Just
yeah.
You can get about
there,
the,
yeah.
you can get about there. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, force check.
Okay. Let me see. Where is my force at? Ah. Have work for me, Jesus Christ.
Would
Rosie
like a
It
boost
doesn't
next
say. It doesn't say force. Just says opposed roll.
In the book, we have it written as for, or in the character sheet rather, we have it written as
Oh,
force.
okay.
Okay. 2d6 and my force, so that would be
10, 10, 10, 10.
11.
11.
11. All right, let's roll its force then to see if it succeeds. It rolled a 13.
Oh,
This thing is all brawn.
Yeah,
So-
its force is probably ridiculous.
Its force is 7.
ruin our fun.
So, Kayana, you come bounding out of the wagon, sort of reaching into one of your pouches, and you withdraw this vial of sparkly, sort of frosty blue liquid. And as it kind of comes sliding to a halt a little ways back, you pitch back and you chuck it. It goes sailing through the air, sparkling like stardust as it comes sailing in. The Yeti sees it coming and slaps it aside, and it goes shattering against a nearby rock uselessly.
Honestly, glad it just didn't hit the two of the people in front of it.
Yeah.
That would
All right.
be bad.
But where do you want Tiamat to go there, Hades? Or do you want him to hold position?
I was wanting him to kind of come up with us because I kind of want to do his attack next round.
All right.
Fluffy has her own movement, doesn't she?
For now, because you are mounting on her, that'll just be your movement.
Alright.
Anyway, so that is
So
Tiamat.
ride and shoot, I guess.
So that is Tiamat's move. He can only act on Cassandra's turn when Cassandra issues a command, though. So with that, it is to the Yeti.
Oh boy.
Oh, alright, what's this big guy gonna do to us?
The Yeti is going to let out a massive growl of frustration, and it is going to look at the two targets directly in front of it and pick from one of them.
Well,
It's going to focus on Kunara because Kunara actually heard it, and it is going to use Huff and Puff.
Blow that house down.
Puff and Puff. I thought we were dealing with a Yeti, not the big bad wolf.
Nick, we need some bricks and mortar.
All right, so it manages
You know,
to
I
hit
find
you.
it ironic that Rosa cast Wall, and this thing's using Huff and Puff.
Anyway, so as it is, it does hit.
Wow.
So just hits. So that will be 39 minus 31 divided by 2 because protect 3.
Yep.
All right, Kunara, you take 15 points of damage. And now I would like you to make for me an opposed force check.
Oh no, it has +7. We learned this.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a quit. What does that do for me?
What?
Rolled a crit.
Oh, critical success? Well, you managed to resist its roll of 15 then.
Oof.
What was it
What
trying
would it
to
have done to me if it didn't?
So as this Yeti breathes in deep, its chest sort of swelling up with air, it lets it out in this just this gale force wind of frost and snow that blasts over you. And you kind of brace yourself, dig in your claws, shield your face with your arms, and you can feel ice and snow sort of encroaching along your arms and along your cloak, sort of making it go rigid and stiff, sort of hanging heavily from your back. But your thick fur and the fact that you're used to the
I
cold,
imagine her shield digging into the ground as she's holding her position.
that too, manages to mean that you resist being inflicted with stop.
Ooh. It's trying to freeze you.
Indeed. And now the Yeti is going to expend its sole destiny point
Oh boy.
to do that again on Cassandra.
Oh no!
Well, okay, this is not gonna go well.
So,
And, Well, yeah. That's the first time I felt the cold. That never usually happens to
all
me.
right, that'll definitely hit. It rolled an 11, and Cassandra's avoidance is 6.
Yeah, it's like you to ice. That's not how it works.
No, no.
Oh boy, and it
Okay.
rolled good on its damage. So let's see here.
Protect.
Aren't I supposed to get like a... Don't I have to do like a roll or something?
Well, first you take damage. It's damage and attempting to apply an effect. All right,
Good
so
time.
that is a total of 19 damage to you. Wait, no, hold on. It's not 19. It's full damage. This target's magic armor.
Ow.
So you take
Okay,
39 points of damage.
Ow.
And now I need that opposed force check. It rolled really good, by the way.
Oh no. I just sprinted you too.
Wait a minute. What was the thing? What was the thing? Question.
Yes.
Would this be considered a large biological monster?
It is
Like,
considered
is that
large,
large?
yes.
Yay!
I have a question. This ability, is it like some kind of spell, or what is it?
Huff and Puff is just one of its attacks.
I think it's that she's just blowing really hard.
Yeah.
So, I guess, force check,
Yep.
which it rolled really high, so I'm
Yep.
probably going to fail this.
And plus I'm in a medium range, it doesn't matter. I was looking at what parry does, never mind, so that would have gone off.
Oh.
I need
I'm
to
really
be
afraid
out
to
of
roll.
a medium
Let's
range.
do it. You're good.
Come on, man, I believe in you.
13.
13.
Ooh.
It rolled a 17.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
I would have needed a crit!
Or you would have needed to spend some destiny, whichever. But regardless. So, unfortunately, Cassandra, as this wind blasts over you, you are inflicted with stop for 4 rounds, as you are caked in ice.
If I'm stopped, can Tyr still do an action?
I will allow that, but again, he can still only act once. And that'll have
Tyr
to
is a
happen.
good
And that'll
boy.
have to
He
happen
knows
on
what to
the
do things.
and that'll have to happen on the allies' turn order. So yes, it breathes first on Kunara, she resists, but then it breathes on Cassandra. And Cassandra, you are not so used to such frigid cold, and it washes over you, and you're not able to resist it as you are encased in a block of ice.
Sandra!
Is there a way to get me out of it?
That's what I'm wondering.
You could wait out the
no.
timer.
Isn't there also, like, a thing where you said, like, I could roll to, like, get out of it?
That's if it's the stop
Version?
spell. This is not the stop spell.
Shit!
Yeah, the only reason I made that a penalty on the stop spell is because the stop spell can be gotten at literally level 1, so it's a bit overpowered for a spell like that to be just so all-consuming at such a low level.
This is a bunch of bullshit!
Either way, it is to the party.
Cassandra's down.
I am not down, I'm frozen.
She says
Frozen
in clenched
people
teeth.
can't talk.
I mean, to Kanara, you are. You're just stuck there. You're hanging around.
Alright. Rosa is going to direct Fluffy to about there and is going to quick cast Cure on.
On Cassandra.
Yep, because Cassandra is hurting, and
Right.
the ice is turning red. That's definitely not a good sign.
MP cost of cure, 5, yes?
7.
7. Alright.
Don't worry, I keep the foul beast distracted with me.
I'll protect the cart.
Alright. So in terms of healing, that is 25 points back.
There's literally no way to get me out of this.
Because of just the way it's themed, I can allow an outside source to try and make a force check to break it down.
Oh, that's good. I suppose I could do that, or a hit, unless anyone else wants to smash out Cassandra.
I would suggest Tiamat just breathing fire on it, but I think his fire is going to really hurt that Yeti.
Anyway, oh, also, Darkness, do not forget, if you go into the rulings folder, there's a handout for your parry mechanics and how that works and how we kind of wrote it up.
Oh, I was looking at my sheet, but thanks for giving me a heads up.
Yeah,
So
just,
again, Cassandra gets 25
Ah, I see.
points to HP. She should be on 84? Yeah, 84 points of health.
alrighty.
It's an action at the start of that.
Wait, no, that was incorrect.
Why did gone from existence? She
Why
is
did you
gone.
disappear?
Said
I don't know. You said 84?
Yes, you're on 84. There we go.
No idea what the fuck
Guys
happened
are
there.
doing magic. This.
She vanished from existence. It's gone. It's all over.
That was scary.
Aeon, did you send Cassandra to your candy dimension by accident?
No, I would never.
Anyways, let's get back to things here. So, Kunara, what you doing?
Well, I have two options. Either I could hit the Yeti again, or try to get Cassandra out of her icy situation. Unless anyone else wants to do that.
Icy situation.
I've already gone. I can't.
I would
I mean,
say we'll focus on getting her out. You focus on probably doing damage because we need somebody to.
yeah, I did get
preoccupy it.
damage on the beast, and as someone mentioned,
Because-
Tyr could melt the ice.
Well, also, counterpoint to both
that
that.
works.
I think this will take more from fire damage, so Tyr's better off doing damage. You have the highest force of the remaining,
That's what I was thinking.
so you have the best chance of getting Cassandra out successfully.
Yeah. Plus,
Because,
I was also
I mean, either we
asking the
have-
DM. I was also asking the DM as well that how would that exactly work? Would Tyr still need a force check anyways for fire or what?
Yeah, it would just be based off of Cassandra's because they share a stat block.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and get Cassandra out of the ice then.
All right, force check.
It would also take Tyr's only action. Especially
Is it
like
rolling against the 17 that it got, or
I've calculated a different number.
Oh,
Okay. The question is, can I hit it?
I wish that was a bit higher, but oh well. We try.
the force is
5, so that would be 13.
That just does it. You needed a 12. All right, so
Back!
seeing Cassandra encased in ice, you sort of you grit your teeth. You've seen this kind of thing before, and you sort of shift a bit, bring up the pommel of your blade, and you bring it down into a weak point in the ice around
I
like
was gonna say she
Cassandra's.
smacked me with the shield.
You don't want to bludgeon Cassandra. You want to shatter the ice off of her. So you bring the sharpened fang-like pommel of your blade down into a little weak point in the ice near Cassandra's midriff, which causes the whole thing to. So Cassandra, you are no longer frozen in ice. That said, you did still lose your turn from that.
Hang in there, Cassandra. You're all right.
All right, that just leaves Kai and Aeon.
can Tyr still go?
On the
yeah,
allies
on the allies.
turn. We'll maintain that ruling.
what does the Aeon do?
I have to be a certain distance to do meteorite, right? Or
You have
no?
to be within a medium
no,
range.
you're right. It's
Medium.
every
I
time.
think you can. Yeah, about
What's
there, and then there's
I'll just move
medium
by
range
Kai.
up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you park yourself
will
next to
work.
Kayana, you'll be in range.
that
I'll
works.
cast meteorite and that'll
Alright.
be the.
That is a slow action, so that'll go off at the start of your next turn. Kayana, you are up.
I might as well freaking shoot it because like Kai's my shit.
All right, accuracy check.
Shoot it!
Go on.
Shoot it.
2d6
its
plus
dense
2.
muscles don't dodge the bullet.
That's what Clive needs in 16. Gun.
Okay.
I will
and
defeat
after
you with the
your-
power of Phoenix, Ifrit, and this gun I found.
Oh, God. What are you going to defeat me with? A power of friendship? Nope. Gun. Gun!
A
Does
9?
9 hit?
A 9 hits. Its avoidance is 8.
Nice.
All right. So, your gun has been upgraded. It is a ranged weapon, so it's based off of your dex. So, your dex times 2 plus 2d6. So, 2d6 plus 14.
Oh my god. 36 plus 14, right?
Yep.
Oh. 23.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Have we upgraded your weapon?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
We
Yeah.
did.
Two.
It doesn't look like we
all of us
updated
have
it on
two.
your. We haven't updated it on your sheet though.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've been busy.
So we haven't determined a property for it yet. Gotcha.
No, yeah.
Alright, well,
That's a
I
problem.
was gonna, but like we had to leave.
Right. Okay.
Okay, we'll do that after the session.
All right. Well, in total, then that comes out to a total of 15 damage after its armor.
So it has 8 in armor.
Yep, a very thick hide. As you fire off the shot, sort of hit it sort of off the side of its ribs. There's a sort of spray of blood behind it as the bullet hits and passes through. That's everyone there. Tiermeth is up.
Bennett. I don't think the aggressive requires an accuracy check.
Let me double check.
I just realized something.
Hush on
I
up a
did
second.
What?
The companion is able to help its master in combat by spitting poison, breathing small bouts of flame, trampling, pecking, or other such abilities. Smart owners take the time to learn how to fight alongside their companion, aiding one another to help defeat the most dangerous of monsters. When the aggressive talent is taken, choose whether the attack will do armor or magic armor damage, or whether it will be of a certain elemental type, and blah, 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 blah. Then choose one of the following status effects. We have poison. The attack deals owner's highest attribute times nature skill plus 2d6 points of damage automatically. Automatically. No accuracy roll required.
Okay,
Yep.
so nature is 4 and highest attribute is power at 10, so that's 2d6 plus 40.
Mr. DM, if I may ask.
Yes?
Since I technically didn't move, would I be able to go in a defensive stance or no?
I think I generally rule it that that's like the thing you have to do. So you
Yeah.
like that, like it's a standard action to do that. So, unfortunately,
Yep,
not.
that's how it's always been. Ain't been mistaken.
Almost max damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. All right, so this thing definitely takes more damage from fire, as that clocked out to 102 points of damage.
Hey!
That's double damage from fire, and
So after
Now
after Kunara brings the pommel into Cassandra's ice and breaks her out, Tiermeth comes slithering around and just hops up, plants all 4 claws into the Yeti's face, and inhales deeply, flames gathering up along his long body. Don't touch my big sister! And just breathes this gout of flame onto the Yeti's face. You can hear it just roaring in pain and thrashing before it throws Tiermeth off, and he kind of spools up to the side a little ways away. And the Yeti needs to now make an opposed finesse check against Tiermeth.
is it
Okay.
fast or is it force?
It's magic-based, so finesse.
Oh. Damn.
You like
Well,
tear?
finesse is probably lower, so but I rolled like shit, as per usual.
What'd you get?
8.
8. Let me double check. Wow, yeah, this guy only has a finesse of 2, so Tiermeth just got it.
Just even with that shit roll.
Even with that shit roll, yeah, he only rolled a 7.
Nice.
So
he is poisoned or burned, as we ruled it.
yeah. So I will just
Wow, the one time that the dice is in your favor.
Barely.
So we'll do that. Now when
So
we
does this
hover
thing
over
have
him,
no
on
magic
fire.
armor?
This thing has no magic armor whatsoever.
Oh, that meteorite's gonna hurt like fuck then.
Indeed. But on that note, it is now the Yeti's turn. It is not happy with Tiermeth, or any of you really.
Yeah,
But it can't. But it can't attack Tiermeth. So it's it's going to attack Cassandra.
Oh no.
Well, gee, thanks.
So what, you mean this big sister?
Was it?
So
I'm not the one that burned you.
so it
I'm
is
sorry,
go-
but defensive stance can't save you.
So it is going to turn to you, Cassandra, both fists on its right side curling up and tightening, muscles bulging, and it's going to wind up with a slow action, with you as its
Yeah.
target.
But you have protect still.
And now it takes damage from poison.
It's probably about to die anyway, because 102 was the damage last turn. Real fucked up.
And Aeon's about to smack it with meteorite.
Indeed.
Yep.
On that note, Aeon, meteorite goes off. What's the MP cost of that again?
Meteorite is 8.
Not 78, 8. All right, roll damage.
Roll that damage.
Okay, so roll 2d6. That's not a 6.
Magic is the way to go with this thing.
Power times 3, so that's 30. It's been a while since I've been
It's all good.
tech too. Yeah, okay, yes. So power times 3 is 30, okay.
35.
Oh man.
All right.
5. Boom, 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 boom.
All right, so Aeon, you kind of drift forward a little bit, lift higher up into the air, lift up your wand. Rift opens in the air above you, and 6 purple flaming shards of stone come flying out, shoot past you, shoot past Cassandra and Kunara, and just pummel into the Yeti's chest in front, sending it staggering back with an agonized roar.
How's it looking?
I want revenge!
Alright, go for revenge, and Fluffy is moving out here while you do that.
Yes, and since this thing is a large monster, ferocity kicks in.
Right, so you get an accuracy bonus.
I get an accuracy bonus and an extra damage step.
I thought it was 2 extra
That should
damage steps,
be-
but all right.
12 height.
Is it 2? Dragoon gets 1 bonus and an additional damage step with all target. No, it's only
Ah,
let's say
okay.
it's only 2 if it's a large aerial monster. Because
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Dragon.
But this thing ain't flying.
Yeah, that's the 4.
So first things first, I get my accuracy check
Damn it.
against it. And I hit the bastard.
Nice, indeed you do. Roll damage.
And now
Kill
that's
him.
going to be times 3. Thanks to the stabby stabby.
Oh, I thought you were doing fire breath.
No, I'm doing. Well, no, ferocity. Does it work on my dragon breath? When fighting the dragon gains once.
All attacks to that target.
All attack. Oh,
So, yeah.
yeah, all attacks. Well, okay, screw that. I'm gonna do fire then.
All
Light it
right.
up, buddy.
Okay, so I've not done my deep breathing in a while. So fire breath is power times half my level, which is still 1. Well, actually, no, that's an extra damage step because fire, and it's also going to be doubled. So roll
Roll good, mate. If not, put a destiny to it.
plus
You must
20.
get revenge.
28, and that is debited.
Claim your victory.
There you go.
It only had 20. It only had 20 hit points left. It has no magic armor, and it takes double damage from fire. Claim your victory.
Just seeing this Cassandra is just slowly like breathing fire is to warm up again, and right after the meteorites, this thing just like for this thing's point, the meteorites hit it, and Cassandra was in front of it, like over there. And as soon as the meteorites are done hitting him, she's practically right in its face, and just burns it right in its face.
All right.
Oof.
Like brother, like sister, you similarly breathe a gout of flame into the Yeti's face, and as it was in the process of screaming in agony at this point, the flames go right down its throat, in through its eyes and nostrils, and its cries instantly go silent as its lungs and vocal cords are charred and cooked and baked, and its entire internal structure just gets reduced to charred, crispy munchiness. And to the rest of you, see its whole body just sort of light up with fiery light before it takes a crunchy step back and thumps into the snow, with the snow like sizzling and popping and around the fire-hot body as the flames slowly begin to go out. And victory is yours. Meaning?
Da, 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 da.
Because I can just...
Sandra, you did it!
Because I can just do that now.
Just walks over to Aeon and is like, "That guy was a jerk."
You did it! He just hugs her to warm her up.
Yeah, she immediately like just goes for the hug and holds him close. She's like, "Oh, you're so warm."
Speaking of that, Gnar puts her cloak on your shoulders.
Oh, God. How come you didn't get frozen?
Lupin, remember?
Ow.
I may have not been in the icy wastelands of my home, but
They...
they're pretty immune to most things, I guess.
I mean, you do have a fur coat that the rest of us are lacking, so... Except Aeon
Yes.
and Fluffy.
Aeon is fluffy.
A coat
Very
I can't
fluffy.
simply take off and give to you, but this cloak would do.
I'm not a chocobo.
No, but you are Fluffy.
But I'm not a chocobo.
No, but you do have fluff, body floof, remember?
Yes, but you called me Fluffy.
Because you
Fluffy's
have
over
fluff.
there with Rosa. So
Give
is
it
your
up,
bed? Is
dear.
that Fluffy?
Aeon.
Tyr, I see Tyr just getting a twitching eyebrow.
Fluffy just walks behind Tiamat and starts trying to preen him. I'm hearing him now.
Okay. He just kind of sits down.
Is there much to preen?
Aeon, you want to know what
Trying
you
with
really
your
are?
What's up, Luna?
Do you want to know what you really are?
What am I?
An adorable little fluff ball. And scratches you by... Scratches you.
Aeon, that spell was so cool. With the, it made me go really fast. You gotta do that every time.
Yes, that's quite a remarkable spell you have. Although, Cassandra, you may need to get used to having that speed. If you're planning to go through it again.
Yeah. Look, I was excited. It was so cool.
It's a sugar rush.
Indeed.
Oh.
What?
Hmm?
Did you guys hear something?
Oh!
Someone needs help.
Is that coming from the Yeti?
It's coming from the direction the Yeti came from, but it is not coming from the Yeti now.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Rosa, you and Fluffy prepared the cart. We don't want
Hey.
to abandon it.
I'm the healer of the group. If someone needs help, I'm coming.
Okay, fair enough then.
Alright.
So someone needs to
What?
stay with the cart.
Tears,
What?
Tears, stay with the car. We'll go check it out.
Gotcha.
We'll be back as soon as we can, dear.
Yep. And he just goes hopping in and curls up into his wool pillow.
And no falling asleep.
I make no promises.
Some protector of the cart.
Anyway, so you make your way in the direction of the voice crying out for help. You hear it a few more times. It's not all that far. After about 30 seconds of a pretty brisk pace through the tree line, you eventually find the source of it. You sort of come to a small little clearing. There's like a cluster of jumbled rocks off to one side. And you see, with one leg pinned under it, a human man dressed in this sort of official looking, well, not official, but very neatly kept sort of black and reddish checkered overshirt with long sleeves, dark brown pants and thick boots, and one of his legs is sort of trapped under one of those rocks, and he looks pretty scuffed. He's got a few bruises. He's panting for breath. Oh, please tell me that thing is dead.
You mean
Yes.
the big burly- you mean the
Sounds
big burly
really
guy who came
incinerated.
charging at us?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I burned his face off.
You what? Never mind.
We explain later.
Yes, please, just get me
Cassandra,
out of
help
here.
me move this boulder.
That's
Can I-
yeah.
Can I
Aeon,
levitate
Aeon, help us with levitation. Let's get this thing off.
All right.
it? Okay.
Hang in there, sir.
All right.
Rosa, you're on heel duty.
All right.
He's gonna have one messed up leg.
All right. You guys go ahead and make force checks for me, please.
Yeah.
Push back.
Everyone is.
Everyone who's
is
helping
trying to
lift the rock.
boulder.
I
So-
rolled a 12.
Okay.
And okay, force roll.
Well, Aeon!
Aeon, not now.
You were doing so good with your rolls. Why, as soon as you try to help, you go, oh, you sweet child.
Either that or
Related
he's a
to
bit
chaos.
exhausted with his magic.
What happens, almighty DM?
Give me a second.
Oh God.
You crit
move-
failed at the
You move
worst
the rod off
timing.
his leg and drop it on his skull.
Oh, we've got a 13.
just there trying to...
Kai is actually doing well.
Give me a minute here.
I mean- Tarfel are strong, typically, aren't they?
Stocky.
I say it depends on what profession they chose.
all
I mean,
right.
they're typically
All right.
pretty
So,
stout.
okay, now that I've
There we
taken
go.
care of that, so with the 12 from Kunara and everything else, it's going pretty well as the rock is being hefted up with Aeon's assistance, and then Aeon, I get like a little bug just kind of comes flitting up and lands right on your nose, and you're like, oh, and you lose focus on your magic, and in that moment, like the rock. The aid you were giving disappears, and Cassandra and Kunara, who are not prepared for it to suddenly become heavier, you're like, and it drips down and like crunches back into the guy's leg. Ah! What the fuck?
Hey, on.
There's a pretty bug.
Aeon!
So
Hi.
sorry.
Do you want to meet Charlotte?
Right.
Charlotte.
Aeon! Rock! Now!
Oh, sorry.
Or try to levitate the guy away with the rock where we just push it even harder.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
It's
No.
fine. After a moment, you kind of work your magics again, and you're able to get this guy out. And he is looking at his leg with like wide eyes, color kind of draining from his face a little bit. And like now that you're kind of hauling him out, he's got kind of a handsome face, chiseled features, straight nose. He's got this kind of neatly brushed and parted to either side, sort of neck-length reddish hair. Has a bit of stubble going.
The leg, does it look broken?
If it wasn't broken before, it is now.
Okay, this is gonna hurt. I'm going to, before casting Cure on it, I'm going to try and set that leg so I don't fuse the bone into the wrong position.
Okay,
Hey,
healing
Rosa,
check.
Do me a favor. Rosa, do me a favor. Don't fall in love with it.
Healing check. Okay. Question. What kind of enemy was it we just fought?
A Yeti.
I mean, standard, notorious?
It was notorious.
Alright, so we all get a destiny point from
Yep,
that. I'm gonna use that destiny point to add a dice.
Yep, everyone got one destiny. Also, you got 150 gil from killing it, so I'll go ahead and just add that to the community
Yeah,
gil right now.
I only get 2 if that's a boss, right?
You do get an extra point. It's anytime you get destiny from slaying an enemy.
Yep.
Alright.
You get 2. I'm gonna use that point of destiny to just immediately add an extra dice, because I have now healing, which is odd,
You
because
gotta give yourself a destiny, hon.
I already did.
Yeet.
I'm too busy playing with the bug that landed on my nose.
After you probably re-broke this guy's leg.
Aw.
11.
11. Yeah, it'll do. Like, it's not a severe break. It's easy enough to push it back into line. There's this horrible as you do, and the guy is screaming bloody murder, but after that, you're able to... And then you quickly
You should
go
tell
ahead
me to
and...
bite down
Yep,
something.
and then you go ahead and you cast Cure. You restore some HP to the guy. You can kind of, like, hear
then-
some clicking and ticking
add a-
noises as the bones are fusing back together.
As an extra little step, I'm going to start conjuring up some vines and wrap them like
Like a splint.
Like splint.
Okay.
a cast with a splint, so obviously there's like a piece in there as well, particularly a emerald piece.
All right.
I probably can find
okay,
like
that
a
counts
stick
as
or
intuitive magic. Finesse check, please.
Yeah.
You know what,
Probably find a
everything
stick
you're
or
doing, Callum, this
something
guy's
where the
probably
vines
really
would hold it in
freaked out.
place.
One at a
One
time,
person at a
please.
time. Who wants to? Alright, one at a time. First, what did Cassandra just say?
Well, it wasn't Cassandra, it was me saying it. It was more like with how much you're doing, with all that you're doing to this guy, with the vines and the setting and everything. He probably is really freaking out, right?
Alright,
There are vines on my leg.
Darkness, what was it you just said?
I don't know, I was imagining that Kanar found a stick to help, go at the side of the leg, so to straighten it a bit more
Alright.
as support. And
Alright,
vines just wrap around the leg and the stick, I guess.
Well, what Rose is doing, Rose is creating a cast from the vines and then creating a splint from just the thing around. She'll accept Kanara's help in doing that. Just to keep it straight.
I go up to the guy's face and say, "How you doing?"
I'm alive. I'll take what I can get.
13.
13? Oh yeah, easy. You've practiced this sort of maneuver before. You got it. Like this kind of
So-
shit, like splints and casts and shit. That was all part of the training you got over the years from Vise and Tam to a lesser extent.
So Cassandra just kind of kneels down to kind of look him in the eyes, like, so, what was with the big guy? Ex-boyfriend?
Aha, I'm not gay. No, I don't know. I think maybe I just wandered too close to his territory.
Okay, so your splint is set. I've wrapped these vines up as a cast. They will last for as long as required, then they will naturally fall off. No need to change or remove. It is all handled.
Okay. Can I put my weight on that?
Yes, so I would recommend having help if possible.
Right. Okay.
Kind of.
Theoretically, the bone should be set and ready to go, though I wouldn't put it under any undue stress for the next days to make sure it doesn't snap again.
Right.
Don't play with rocks.
Although, I think it's safe to say you won't have to worry about putting on weight on it right now. If you like, it can help you back to our cart and we
Are you
can
going
take it to a
up
place
or-
that's more safe.
Are you going up or down the mountain?
I was going down. I was going to Saell.
That's handy.
So,
We're heading down there.
Serendipitous.
what kind of outfit is he wearing?
Again, it's a very nicely made one. It's kind of like your jacket almost, except minus like the cravat and the little remnants from your vest. It's sort of black and white or not black and white, black and red checkered large squares. On one side rather, on the other side it's just all black. It looks firm, warm, lightly padded for armor's sake.
And what was his facial features? I missed all of that.
He was very handsome.
He's definitely got kind of like the action hero handsome look going. Got a bit of a stubble. He's got like evenly parted to either side, neatly combed red hair, slightly mussed from his encounter with the Yeti. Sort of sharp angled eyebrows. Human.
Species?
Human, right?
Human.
Alright, so we carrying you back?
Kanara's already like leaning down and pretty much to
Wait,
hold
I
on to her
got
shoulder.
questions.
Well, we can do that in the car and not in, the freezing forest with Yetis in it.
So Kanara helps the guy up.
All right, so like,
Nice
you're like
guy,
fireman carrying him, or you're just helping him back to stand?
Fireman.
Depending whatever
Fireman,
he's happy
please.
with, she suggested both, I guess.
He'd prefer to at least have some autonomy with his legs.
Alright.
All right, so
So
yeah,
pretty much one arm over the shoulder, I guess.
yep. So you help him back up to his feet. Oh, okay.
Aw.
Okay. Thank you.
Take it
Thank
easy. It's alright.
All right. And it is dead, right?
Oh yeah, it's completely ash. I don't think he's gonna get up from after
It's
that.
not completely ash, it's just like 90, it's just 68.5% ash.
Good.
Give or take a few percentage.
So, what were you doing out here again?
I did some work up at the Academy City on a commission. I'm heading back to Saell, and then from there I'll just be picking a new destination. Just pass through. I travel a lot.
Well, I'm Rosa, that's Cassandra, she's our leader. That's Kanara, that's Kayana, that's Aeon, he's adorable. This is Fluffy, she's also adorable.
Correction, she's a leader in training, and I pretty much
Shut up.
Watch everyone.
And then we have a big scary dragon at the cart when we get there.
You what?
No, his name's Tyr. He's not a big scary dragon. He's actually the sweetest dragon you ever meet. Very young.
And when he's hungry.
Also, leader in training is kind of redundant because to train to be a leader, you have to lead, kind of a thing.
She is best leader!
We're the Freebirds. Hi.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Callen Ranford.
Calvin Ranford?
I'll spell it out in chat.
Do we know that? Have we heard that name, or...?
You can make a lore general check if you want.
Rosa always makes Lord General checks. She is the knowledge cat.
Very
Have
Any
knowledgeable.
lore except monsters?
I have lore monsters, I think. I do have one in lore monsters.
I have 2 in lore monsters. That's the only lore I have.
I only have magic.
Alright, so
Why
Lord
is
General.
darkness not in the
Yeah, lore general.
roll 20?
Hmm.
12.
12. Never heard the name before.
Yeah,
Don't you think it's dangerous traveling alone?
I mean, a little bit. I usually travel alone, though, because, well, most people like to settle down somewhere sooner or later, and that's just not my style. At least not yet. And besides, I can move faster on my own, and, well, there's safety in numbers, but there's also safety in speed.
that seems to have helped very much with the big guy.
It usually works very well.
I say for the next few days you might not be able to do that yet.
Yeah, probably.
It's lucky we came along. We probably pissed it off and got it away from you, or it would have probably just crushed you.
Yeah, it was getting ready to do that when it, I guess heard you coming and went trundling off to kill whatever interrupted its meal. I've never seen a Yeti act like that before.
He's incredibly bad-tempered, even for something territorial.
They usually make their homes a little farther away from people, especially the main road. Like,
I mean,
did they attack you on the main road, or what?
I
mean,
went
it's
I went a little off the path. Just a little. I was trying to scavenge for something that might help me with making
I
my
wouldn't
dinner
really
taste a
call
little
it
better.
anything up here a main road. Is it first going up and down? No road really exists. It all just
Well, there's
No.
a path.
I mean, there is a road at this point. That was instated after the Ember Tide. That's why it's marked on the map. There's an actual road to follow.
Rough
now.
around the edges, but it is a road.
Well, the problem is with the road is that it keeps getting blown over.
Yeah, fair enough.
Really stains it.
What was that?
I was gonna ask the guy. He said he was looking for something. What was he looking for?
There's supposed to be some very special berries that can grow on this mountain range that make just the best jam when you squish them up. I was hoping maybe I could get those and let that make my travel rations taste a little better. I was not counting on running into a Yeti while
Jam?
looking for food.
You only got squashed by a Yeti for jam.
Kuna,
I wasn't
Wait,
planning
you
on
see
it. I didn't know that the Yeti was there until he was breathing down my neck and pinning me under some rocks.
You were saying it, Aeon?
Kuna, could you find the berries? You're good at tracking and scavenging.
I could. I am definitely curious about this jelly he speaks of.
Yay jam, yay
not-
jam.
Not to
But
burst that
first,
ice bubble, but it one that's already resulted in one Yeti encounter today.
I
Second,
wasn't planning on going deep into the forest, just look around to see if we can find any. Don't worry, Rosa.
maybe
I'm
just do
not
it
reckless.
have a look on the way back, because also we left Tyr alone with the cart, and we're still on a mountain.
Rosa,
Oh,
we're
he's
taking this guy back to the cart first.
That's
Get him comfortable. Can I have a little brief look?
Yeah, make it brief, Clara.
So he's
Don't
a
worry, I know
dragon.
we have important things to do. All
He's
noted.
a dragon, Rosa, not a pet. He's perfectly capable of taking care of himself, and even if something big did come, he can just fly.
Indeed. Did you not see what he did to that Yeti?
And well, then it's not for
Reminding-
him and the cart. And if we lose that, then it's just annoying.
Get you a new car.
Yes.
Alright,
Like I
so
said, you see what he did to that Yeti? I certainly hate to be on the wrong side of Tyr.
Well, the Yetis
but
naturally
he's still young. He can't do that
fire.
all the time.
No, but still impressive flames for a dragon so small.
Okay, he's a dragon. We get it.
My
There's
point
no
is,
need
this is just not the time to go jam hunting. Why the one who's not?
Can't
Why am
we
I getting
just
singled
look
out for
as we're
thinking that?
going- Can't we just look as we're going to town? If we do find it, we find it. If we don't, we don't.
Would that be a
Fine for-
scavenge check, or would that be a nature check?
it would be nature.
I'm fine for looking on the way back and on the trail as we go, but I
Rolling for
really
nature.
don't think you should do in the forest. Anyway, I'm also going to roll for nature as we go because I'm up for.
Same.
10.
Hey, you don't get a bonus for nature, do we? Or
No, it's just Rosa,
13.
because hers is selfish, unlike yours.
oh, critical. I
Not
definitely may
great.
find something.
See?
I made a crit on
See?
berry hunting. Aeon was right. I am good at finding stuff, I guess.
All right.
Finds the berries.
Sniff it out, Kuna. Go, girl.
All right, so easy enough, Kunara. As you get Callum back to the wagon and get him situated in the back, and Tiamat sort of pokes his head out of his pillow. Hi, how are you? I'm alive. You're the dragon they told me about? Yep. Hello, I'm Tiamat. Hi, I'm Kallen. And then as those two sort of start just chatting stiffly back and forth, Kunara, you scatter around a bit as everyone gets in and starts taking off, searching as you're going, and yeah, you're able to find a collection of very lovely berry bushes. And when you bring some of them back, Kallen points out, yes, those are what I was looking for. So, I would like for you to roll. Let me just double check the thing here. Roll me 1d6.
Okay.
I can do that. I use the little one.
5.
5?
Yep.
All right,
Oh,
you acquire 5 tier 2 berry components.
Oh. That's good.
Mhm.
Fix my camera. Getting blurred. There we go. Alright. Good properties, you say?
And you can check the component list on page 160. It's the third one from the top.
Thank you. See? Told you I'd be able to find berries, Rosa.
Nice. All right.
So, well, I'm looking it up, I just say that. So, if we're all comfy, I guess we should carry on down to the town, shall we?
Indeed. Yes, please. I could very much go for a drink after all that.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have alcohol on us at the moment, but
No, but there is a
Here's
tavern
some
down
water.
there, so
yes. But for now, here's some water.
is this oasis water or just water?
It is non-alcoholic water.
Oh, good.
Sorry to
Thank you.
disappoint you.
Do we look like we can afford that stuff?
I have seen what it done to mercenaries, and I certainly am in no hurry to try it anytime soon.
Man, I don't know how much money you have.
You want to give us some?
Oh my
Aeon, don't be greedy. Shame. Shame on you.
That's literally us in IRL in a nutshell.
Just so blunt. Just, you want to give us some?
He said you didn't know how much money we had, so why not?
Cassandra grabs him by the cheek. And
Nah.
just
That is incredibly endearing.
Lord. Yeah, Kaya's just shaking her head in just like disapproval. She's like, no. But
Well, as it is, I'm not exactly deep in the pockets with money myself, but I do have a little bit. I'd rather not part with that just on its own, but perhaps I could buy you all a drink when we get back? Just when we get into town?
Yeah, that's fair.
So we can't stay long. We still have a journey to go to for Rosa.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna be dark by the time we get to Saell anyway, so.
You're right.
Alright, so if there's nothing else, you get fully loaded back up into the wagon, and you continue on your way. And true to the prediction, it is dark by the time you are finally stepping out of the foothills of the Mages Mountains and back out to the rolling plains surrounding them. And the village of Saell comes into view, a spot of orange fire light scattered here and there amidst the blackness of the distance and the shadowy blizzards that obscure your view. There's still scattered clouds in the air, but there is no moonlight, unfortunately. It is near enough to a new moon. There is like a needle-thin sliver of the moon up in the sky, and it provides very little in the way of illumination.
Is Tyr staying with us, or because I know he doesn't do well with towns.
Yeah, he's gonna go skyward as you're getting close.
Okay.
Alright, this is where I bounce. Remember to whistle if you need me.
Gotcha.
I think I'm gonna go hunting for some hair.
His tail gives a little quiver, and then he shoots up.
But you don't have any hair.
I think he meant a rabbit.
I know, I'm just making a joke.
Okay, I'm just gonna hug Cassandra. Yay! Now it's us again.
Lord.
And it's hugging Aeon for warmth because she's still reeling a little bit from the freezing.
It appears about to reach our destination.
Alright. So, the wagon comes rolling into the village. It is silent out right now, as basically everyone is in bed at home, considering how long ago the everything, was put aside. Everything is closed except for the snow melt. So I assume you're just heading directly there?
Yep.
All right.
Steady in this case.
All right, so you bring the wagon and Fluffy on over. Get it hitched up. Kallen carefully makes his way out the back of the wagon. There we go. Oof.
Yeah, you should probably still see a doc about that.
Yeah, I imagine I'll go and see the apothecary in town before I go on my way.
Do you need us to help you?
I would appreciate some assistance, but for now I just want to get inside somewhere warm. The apothecary won't be open until morning anyway, so...
Very well then. And she escorts him in there.
Alright, so... You step back into the tavern. And it is, of course, a very warm environment, very welcoming after the time you've had outside. The warmth of the fire pit in the center, in that sort of dugout space. The cozy atmosphere of it all. You can, of course, see the bonga behind the counter as before. He currently has a book in his hand that he's reading, and he glances up as you're entering. Ah, you lot. Back from the Academy City, are you?
Indeed. And we're going to need a room for someone.
I imagine you're probably going
At
to
his
need a few
leg.
rooms. We've got 2 beds per room. You know the rate. 10 gil per room per night.
Hmm.
Don't worry about me. I can cover my own expenses for a room.
Fair enough.
Also, a little warning for in the morning, or if anybody rolls through towards the academy. There was a Yeti that was acting a bit out of character, so just might give people a little heads up.
A Yeti? On the road? Ugh.
Yes.
A little off
We
the
killed it.
path, but still close enough. It's a bit odd.
Ugh. Concerning. I'll be sure to run that along to the headman. He'll probably get the militia on it. Thanks for the warning. Now, why don't you all get yourselves seated and I'll get some drinks headed your way, eh?
Yep.
I just have plain water, that's fine.
That can be arranged. Alright, so you find a table. Start getting in, getting settled. What all is everyone doing specifically? Like, is everyone sitting down or is anyone doing anything else?
Mostly just Kai just like sketching on her book, as well as trying to figure out like the clicks of the scarab and stuff.
Okay, so you're pulling the scarab out?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's trying to figure out the clicks of the scarab to see if anything happened.
Okay, you pull it out, you set it on the table, you start analyzing it, but it doesn't appear to be clicking or making any noises right now.
Cassandra just kind of leans over her shoulder, is like, so something up with the bug?
It made a lot of clicks and stuff, and clicks and everything, and also was moving last night. But yeah, what I noticed is that it can move without command or anything.
It's weird.
Yeah, when you guys kept teasing me about you know who. It paralyzed you without command or anything.
Yeah, I don't like remembering that now.
Yeah, now I'm trying to figure it out.
So about this point that Kallen sort of leans forward a bit. I've never seen anything like that.
And Kai's like, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fascinating. What is that, if you don't mind my asking?
It's a scarab my old friend gave me.
Huh. What's it do? It's clearly mechanical.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
There's a lot of weird stuff.
A mystery in a shell, is it? Love it when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it, and also it just makes clicks and ticks, and also what I've noticed is that it doesn't need a command or anything. It can sometimes be on its own.
Huh.
And I've also written down and she just shows like the amount of ticks and all that thing, how she kept score on the ticks and everything during the past.
Huh. These are very meticulous notes.
Thank you.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I think she also has, especially when she has sketches as well.
Yeah, they're very detailed.
On the topic of sound, Kanana's stomach is being aggressively rumbly. It's Kanana's just how to suddenly hide that, but yeah. My stomach has betrayed me yet again. Mind if I get us some food?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please, by all means, and don't worry, I'll cover any cost for what we're having tonight. Just my thanks for saving my life.
As long as you're fine with it.
I am. My gil is worth a lot, but my life is worth a lot more. So.
Wise words. And with that, she goes to get food. For everyone.
All right.
Yeah, try to avoid any Yetis next time around.
Again, I wasn't seeking the Yeti out. I was looking for berries. The Yeti found me. But duly noted. I'll be certain to be more careful next time I'm in the region.
Well, happy that you got to be able to get the berries for your jam, Koopa.
Yes. Very, very nice.
Yeah, and now Kai's going like back to her notes and trying to figure it out.
All right.
Is
I've,
it
no-
the
I've
best
noticed that
jam in
Rosa
the
hasn't
world?
said anything in a while.
Oh yeah. Tom.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, she's just present.
She's just present.
All right. All right, so after a bit of talking at the counter, food and drinks are brought over. Warm soups and thick stews. The drinks themselves are also kind of warm, like warm mead. Very nice. And it feels good to get that warmth into your bellies and just chasing out the cold from the snow outside.
I am sick of cold.
I must
No more
admit.
icy mountains for a while, okay?
Must admit, where now and then I get some form of sense of pleasure of hunting down my prey. It is a lot easier just to get it handed to you. Plus, the new tastes are quite remarkable.
Didn't Aeon want to ask about like the jam or something?
Yes.
Oh, I asked if it was like the best jam in the world.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, I've hardly had every jam in the world, so I don't know. But it is certainly very good. It has this very, it's like a very potent, like, strawberry jam, almost, with, like, a hint of, like, it's almost like if you took strawberry jam and added, like, a couple drops of grape juice to it, swirled it up very nicely, and it didn't get bad. It's a very potent taste. I really like it.
Ooh, I would love to try some one day.
Well, forgive me if I don't understand most of it, for I'm one who has never tasted jam before. So I wouldn't know if it'd be the best or not.
I love sweet things, so as long as it's sweet, Koopa, then it's fine by me.
But I'd probably give it a try, since it is naturally made from berries.
Alright.
Mind if we also hold on to a few of the berries? And you can have the rest?
Oh, that sounds fine by me.
As she goes back eating her food, happily.
So what's your story? Where are you from?
I'm from a nondescript village over in, let's see here, Linsalem. Long the labor and luxury coast, between Costa del Terra and Costa del Sol. Mostly just worked there until I was in my teens, and then I moved into Endlem, found some work there in a factory, but it was always really loud and really busy and confining and claustrophobic. I liked the technology, but I didn't like the enclosed space, so I packed up a few things and decided to just travel. Went up north, passed through Toul, and I've just been ambling around ever since. Been close to a year now, I think. I've been to Puktha, I've been to Dali, I've been to Tenori, Lulato, Windurst, and Anomo was my most recent stop. I'm planning on heading to Poriton next, and maybe heading out to sea.
Are the tomberries as creepy as I've heard?
They are... It's mostly just a matter of their culture being so radically different from ours, but it does seem that their close ties with Dali over the last while has softened things up a little bit. Like there are all these stories and legends of tomberries, sticking a knife in your gut for the slightest insult, as recompense for past grievances, but it seems the tomberries there have sort of moved past that. They're still easy to offend, but they'll usually ask for an apology of some material variety instead of just shanking you to get their karmic justice.
Just the mention of getting stabbed in the gut, Cassandra's just spine just kind of just looking chill, just goes under her spine.
Little cloth on the lance just kind of shifts just a little bit. Just.
You've traveled a lot, Koopa?
Yes, all over Lapinia and a little bit of Lynn Solemn. Like I said, I'm figuring I'm going to be heading west once I'm done here.
Have you met any Muggles along the way?
One or two. Why do you ask?
Did they look like me with my markings, or were they just regular?
I don't know anything about those markings, but I didn't see any of them on the other Muggles I met, so.
Is that Tom?
No.
Yeah.
Tom says that things his mum.
And what about you lot? It's a pretty eclectic band of adventurers traveling around here. You don't see many Lupin in Fenora either, so consider my curiosity piqued.
We're going to see Rosa's...
Is it grandmother or great-grandmother?
Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Really?
Her name is Nee.
Nee?
Or Aurelia. Depending on who you ask.
As in Nee Athil?
Huh?
Yes, Cassandra pulls Rosa in and is like, our little Rosa Solon.
Hi.
Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Yeah, yeah, we introduced the first names, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Like, for instance, right there is Cassandra Shadowgrasp.
Ah. So just like a generational reunion or something? Is that what's going on here?
I mean, we're just up in the Anomo to chat with you.
You're cutting out, Tom.
We were just up in the Anomo to have a chat with you.
Yeah, Tom, you're cutting out.
Fucking...
You keep getting to... oh, he's gone.
Oh no.
He's resetting.
Can you hear me? Does my voice pick up?
Yes, like we could hear you, but then you'd keep cutting out mid-sentence is what happened.
We were up in Anomo to pay a visit to the Arch Black Mage.
There we go.
Huh. So what you're saying is that I'm in the middle of an important crowd.
I don't know if I go that far.
And we're just a bunch of misfits that run around and help people.
We're heroes.
Let's not get too glorified with it.
Everyone just gets all freaking. I say that, everyone's just like, not really.
Well, regardless. Maybe you're not big save-the-world heroes, but you saved my life. So, the way I see it, that makes you a hero to me.
Yee, Koopa.
Merely the kindness of our hearts. I know what you're saying.
You just be lucky we were passing by and got his attention.
Yeah.
Also, you were screaming really loud.
Yeah, I was. I would have been screaming earlier, but when it went running off, I was half convinced that whoever it was running off to attack was dead meat, so I was staying quiet and just trying to get myself out of my bind so that I could turn tail and run. Sorry, I'm not exactly a brave one. But then I heard the fighting stop, and I didn't hear the Yeti come thundering back, so I dared to hope. And lo and behold, I hoped right, because you won.
Yes. Which is probably a good thing you did, otherwise we would have left you there. If we didn't know you were there.
Yeah, so
You were brave.
I think maybe the bravest I was when I managed to refrain from stringing out a string of profanities when my leg got broken.
Twice.
Oh, it wasn't broken initially. I
wonder what happened.
Yeah, I was pinned. Gee, I wonder.
I don't know. I saw a fly. It was so pretty. I didn't see what happened. All the noise behind me just went blank.
Oh god.
Did Charlotte get introduced to your new friend?
I don't know. Charlotte said hi, but then I lost a friend, so I guess he went away. That or Charlotte ate him.
Oh.
Charlotte probably ate him.
Charlotte?
She's my pet spider.
Ah.
Yeah.
And he like
Do
leans
you want
back
a
a bit.
spear?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't like spiders.
Oh, but Charlotte's adorable. You've got so many legs and eyes and all slightly fluffy.
I will take your word for it.
It's got a tongue.
And she's only bit Rosa once.
I
You
swear
can
it.
just hear Kai just going like, "Okay, you two, that's enough."
You know,
I
the
don't want to be
fact,
traumatized.
Yes, please,
You know,
please.
the fact I thought it was
I
a-
am arachnophobic. Please dial that back.
Alright.
Just
the fact that I
kind
thought
of
it
patting his
was.
shoulder, just like giving him reassurance. I feel your pain.
Arachta? He's an arachta?
Arachnophobic, a fear
No,
of
no, no,
spiders.
no. Let me tell you. Arachnophobia is basically a fear of spiders.
That's what I just said that.
You sound like you have it, Kai.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My grandma knee has it. I don't know why. Spiders are adorable. I love them.
You know,
Okay.
I would. So, go ahead.
No, I just said that's all. That was all. Aren't they?
Oh.
I was agreeing with Rosa.
You know, I would have thought you'd be talking about an imaginary friend, but the fact that Rosa was bitten leans over that you do have an actual spider in there.
I will make him love me, and she just at that moment just plants her face into the flue looking at Charlotte.
Oh no.
Charlotte, where are you?
Rosa, you take 6 points of damage as Charlotte bites you on the nose.
6 points, really? It's this giant, tiny spider.
Because there's a little bit of venom in that bite.
She bit me again.
I think she
Oh.
was sleeping.
Yeah, I don't think Charlotte wants to be friends.
Charlotte is a she. Is a Charlotte.
She does
Gotta
not
find
want
a
to be
boyfriend.
friends.
Do spiders
One day.
even... whatever.
I will make you love me, Charlotte. It is my mission.
Don't try to make sense.
And
Could you
inside the
please do it in a
spider...
way that doesn't get you bitten?
Inside the spider just like sticks out something's like, come back when you're a pig and we'll talk.
Charlotte, a bit.
Yep.
Don't you?
I remember
You're
watching-
lucky. Cats normally eat spiders. For
I've
fun.
seen too many versions.
Kallen lets out a big ol' yawn. At any rate, it's starting to get late, and I am bone dead tired, and I need to rest this leg. So how about this? One more round of drinks, and then I'm going to hit the hay. Huh?
It's fine. Sure.
All right,
Another milk for me.
I'll go get him.
Another water.
And he gets up and he makes his way over to the bar.
Should we not let the guy who's hurt in the leg walk?
Yeah, Carl's just like really assistant and want to get up and just.
Okay.
I'm assuming that like he's got like a crutch to help him at this point, like the barkeep
Yeah.
got him one.
Cassandra just takes a drink from her mug and is like, yeah, he's fine. Walk it off.
He definitely is
Wow.
determined, that's for sure.
What? I broke my leg during training, and they still made me climb the mountain.
Cassandra is the best.
I heard something.
Anyways, so
Just try to avoid getting yourself frozen next time. Which
Right.
Knar's also is it putting her hand across your head to make sure you haven't got a fever or nothing.
all right.
So how does Cassandra react to that?
So you're just holding your hand up to her forehead to see if
Yeah.
you have fever?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Why?
that's usually a way to tell if you're sick or not, if they could feel the
Yeah.
temperature raising.
You did get frozen in ice after all.
I'm
Knar's just looking
fine.
up for you.
Just kind of bats her hand away. I'm fine.
Fair enough.
That is my mom.
All right. After a couple minutes, Kallen comes back with the last round of drinks. Start setting down. Here we go. Here we go. Mostly more warm mead. You wanted water, so you get water. There we go. And I
Milk.
get milk. Okay, yep, milk. And I'll just have it.
Mine.
And I'll just
You're
have
not
it.
helping that cat stereotype, are you, Rosa?
Keep talking like that. And I'll make you fit the Thanatos stereotypes, you Cassie.
To be fair, milk is great for bones, but it contains calcium. Makes them more strong.
I'm drinking my calcium. Nom, 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 nom.
Consume your calcium.
Calcium.
Oh, God. All right, so Darkness, I'm gonna send you a thing.
Oh,
Nope.
a thing. What is a
It's
thing
time
of a
for
thing?
bed. It's time
By the
for
way, I did
bed.
look up berries. There's mostly like, if I'm correct, HP restore, MP restore,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Toys ready for the sleepy sleep.
Probably go for HP maybe.
Sleepy sleep.
We're gonna stay up all night.
Right, yes, yes.
Come on, Cassandra, we're gonna jump on the beds. Whee!
Oh.
Right.
Okay. Hmm. This. Are you sure this is normal water?
Yeah, should be.
Are you
Tastes
okay,
slightly
Connor?
off to me.
Huh? What do you mean taste off? Come on.
I don't know, it doesn't taste like normally should.
Can I have a look at the water?
Sure. Make an awareness check.
No, that's 2 and a 1. It's water.
Yeah, it just looks like water in a wooden tanker, do you?
You feel alright?
I
You don't feel any different.
think I'm fine. It's just a bit different.
Wait, you just got it from the bar? Talking to him. Kim. Callum?
I just went to the bar.
Go on, sing over at the bar. Who's at the bar right now?
Still the bonga.
I mean, but how does it taste different?
Hang on a sec.
To sort of summarize how it tastes kind of off Darkness, if you've ever had it happen where you get water from a tap and a little bit of like particulates come with the water from the faucet because it hadn't been used for a while and some stuff built up, it's kind of like that. It tastes like there's just a tiny bit of residue just kind of in it.
Sorry for that, I was bad as my mother.
Oh,
Tastes
do you want?
a bit stale.
Like
I can
slightly
grab you another one.
Like just slightly metallic.
Yeah.
I can grab you another one quickly if you want. I'll go.
Sure.
I'm going to quickly go up to the bar and grab 2 waters.
All right. You go up, you grab 2 waters. Easy enough. You
And,
get that.
thank you. I'm going to, as I'm going back, I'm going to try one of them.
Tastes fine. Tastes like water.
The other one?
Trying the second water you picked up. Also tastes fine. Also tastes like water.
Alright, I'm going to head back and pass one to
What the
Kanara
hell?
and...
What did
Thank
I
you.
miss?
Kayana, you're trying to say something?
What did I miss? Because I have to get something from him.
Mostly just the mystery of why does Kanara's drink taste slightly off?
Oh.
Tavern. Well, I don't know. I mean, these seem to be fine. Maybe you just got a slightly iffy Batch? I can check. There's nothing bad in it if you want.
Sure.
Alright, I'm going to, with Kanara's permission, place a hand on her, and I'm going to check for any sort of ailments inside her using Soul Touch.
Okay. Finesse check.
Because I have... 13.
13. It's subtle, but it does seem like there's something there that's not supposed to be.
Can I tell what is it? Some sort of poison?
With a 13... all you can really discern is that it's not naturally supposed to be there, but it doesn't seem to be harmful.
Does it feel like it... Can I tell if it came from what she was drunk, or is it something that's more ingrained?
You could try testing the drink yourself if you like.
Well, first I'm going to test this. Kanara!
Hmm?
Drink this quickly. I'm going to pass her an antidote.
Okay.
As she drinks it, I'm going to keep an eye on it, see if it makes any changes.
Alright. Kanara takes down the antidote. Doesn't seem to interact with whatever it is in any significant way.
Okay, so I don't want to alarm anyone, but Kanara, I'm kind of doing that soul peer thing, looking for ailments, and there's definitely something here.
What? Like what?
I don't really... You said you just got this from the bartender, right? The water?
Yeah.
And there's something in the water.
The others tasted fine, but this one I'm going to... She picks up the water and I can't really my purifying touch doesn't really work on items, it has to be on a person, doesn't it?
It doesn't really work on anything other than a person, no, but you can still try to analyze the water, see if you can detect anything.
Well, I failed on the awareness check. Is there any other kind of check I can do?
You could try nature.
Yeah. So rather than just observing it, I'm instead going to I'm just gonna put a bit, just dab my finger in it, like just a little bit on there, and try and channel a small bit of etherical energies around it. Try and just sense if there's anything particularly off, and particularly if it matches what I felt in Kanara just then. Just a bit more of an in-depth examination beyond mere sight.
Okay.
Ah, I lost the dice. No. Go. You feel good? Go on the floor for a moment. I got it. Hang on. Annoyingly, Fluffy's outside, so I don't get a bonus. Oh, fortunately though, that was a good roll. So my original dice was a 4, my dice had to retrieve is now a 6, plus 3, so 13 again.
13. Okay, with a bit of now knowing that there might be something untoward in there and sort of focusing a bit using some green magic, you're able to determine that whatever seems to have gotten into Kunara's body does seem to also be in this cup.
Okay, yeah, the water's poisoned.
Poisoned?
Poisoned?
Something's been spiked into the drink.
Are you all right?
Gaz is in shock at the moment. It is even thinking like what? But who? Who would have done it here? And why?
Is that Bonga looking at us?
I mean, at present, you're the only patrons in here. He does seem to be minding his business, but make an inquiry check.
I have nothing in that.
Can the rest of us make inquiry checks?
I mean, for the moment, this is like an impulse Rosa had, so for now it's just her rolling it.
8.
8? I mean, if the Bonga is paying you any more attention than would be expected, then you're not seeing it. Just seems to be focusing on his book right now.
Did you see him get it from the tap?
Yeah, I did. He just poured it, passed it to me, and I brought it over here.
Give me... Kanara, would you let me try something? Might be a little risky to me, but no, I might be able to extract it from you and weaken it a bit.
Promise me it doesn't danger you?
If it... Well, as it's going over, I might be able to figure out a bit more what it is if it's in me, and I do have a way of instantly nullifying it if it's a thing. Green magic is kind of what we do. You just have to allow me to... let me do what I do.
Okay.
Cassandra, can you keep an eye on that Bonga?
Can do.
Alright, I'm going to use Purifying Touch to pull whatever's ailing her into me and try and weaken it with an opposed roll if necessary.
Alright, let's check on what Purifying Touch does. As a standard action, the Watcher may touch any ally within a short range and remove any of the following status effects: Poison, Berserk, Blind, Confusion, Seal, Curse, Zombie. However, doing this will cause the Watcher to suffer that status ailment for the standard 4 rounds as if it has been afflicted upon them instead. The duration of the ailment may be cut in half if the Watcher is able to make a successful opposed roll against the original source of the ailment upon the use of this ability.
Is there any of those?
Well, at present, it doesn't seem to be affecting Kunara in any significant way, so you don't know which of these it is, if any.
Well, attempting to do Purifying Touch, if it's any sort of effect, I'll feel it. I'm sure I'll know if my spell works or not, or if it fails to take hold.
Well, using Purifying Touch to try and draw the effect... I mean, you've used it to draw caffeine into yourself, so I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You use Purifying Touch to draw whatever this strange intrusion into Kunara is into yourself. And as you're drawing it into yourself, you feel a sudden just hit of lethargy hit you. You just feel really tired.
Is it some sort of... Can I assume some sort of sleep-based ailment?
Just based on what you're feeling right now, like, aside from just feeling incredibly drowsy, you don't feel any different, so...
Okay.
So, can I do a check on the Bonga? I was
what?
supposed to keep an eye on it. Rosa said keep an eye on the Bonga while she did that, so do I do an inquiry check, see if he does anything, or what?
Sure, go for it.
That means Kunara should also now be fully awake.
11.
Looking over at the Bonga, you do notice that, like, as Rosa suddenly had the reaction to whatever it was she just did, the Bonga is looking up and putting down his book, and he looks concerned.
Rosa?
It's
okay?
It's a sleeping draught. It's trying to knock you out.
Cassandra immediately gets up and goes up to the bartender.
Is everything alright over there?
Where do you get your water?
Source it locally from the well outside? Why?
Because my friend drank it, and now look at her.
What the hell?
I analyzed it with my magic. It's got a sleeping draught in it.
Rosa, finesse check.
Who else?
Oh shit.
Or actually, force, rather.
Okay. Can someone quickly check the book and remind me what cures sleeping drought so I don't need to spend 2 destiny points to try and purge this from myself?
What, cure sleep?
Remedy, I would have thought.
Only remedy? Should get something to sleep. Like Echo, not
we
extreme.
could slap you awake.
Oh, that would work. Either way. Force? That's not great. 8.
8. As you're kind of explaining this, Rosa, it sharply begins to take hold and you just topple. Rosa is unconscious.
And at that, Cassandra is going to grab the bartender.
Ah!
Show me the well.
Okay. Just don't hurt me, okay? It's right up. It's right back here.
Following him to the well.
All right. The Bonga takes up a lantern and quickly shuffles outside through a back door and leads you into the sort of a fenced-in backyard. You can see like a few piles of like firewood sort of stacked up under an awning, and you can see the well in the middle. It looks to be a very nicely made well. And there's like some space cleared around it. You can see like a couple of little orange crystals sort of set into casings around it that emit a warmth that you presume keeps it from freezing over and keeps the snow off of it. Here, right here.
Do I see anything particularly out of place?
Awareness check. And while you're
doing
that,
what is everyone else doing?
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a second because I have to be right back.
I'm just gonna roll on it.
Well, what's everyone else doing? Because Cassandra is out there. I'm unconscious.
Kanara's in worry mode. And pretty much even is checking your vital signs and everything else and trying to.
I'm just asleep.
Yeah, healing check,
Aeon
Kunara.
freaking out?
What about Ari and Aeon?
They're both muted.
A healing check, trying to wake her up.
No, to check and see if she's all right.
Alright.
I feel like both of them have had
Critical success.
family
Right. Critical success. Critical success. Looking Rosa over, she's shivering a little bit, but otherwise she just appears to be in a really deep sleep.
Can I carefully move her closer to it? There's like a fireplace or something. Right?
Yeah, there's a big fire pit in the middle of the room where like a bunch of wooden planks are kind of peeled back and a big like sort of dirt pit was dug out in the floor in the center and the fire burns in there, kind of Nordic style. So you can move her a little closer to that edge.
While laying her on her cloak, she puts her by the fire.
Hang on. And Kallen gets up and runs over towards the front door where he left his pack, rummages through it, and he comes back a second later with a blanket of his own and drapes it over Rosa. There we go. That should help keep her warm.
Thank you.
What is Aeon doing, Mystic? I see you unmuted. Hello.
I was just waiting until you guys finished, sorry. I was just gonna say he's following Cassandra.
All right. And what is Ari doing? Kayana, are you there?
Give me a minute.
Okay. Well, while you're taking a minute, I will hit the restroom really quick and grab myself a snack because I'm getting peckish. So we'll take a brief pause, and I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, I want to use the bathroom too.
Just know to have to be a bit quiet because my mother's trying to sleep.
Okay.
Got it.
So we probably won't go for very much longer. So
Yeah.
we're going for like 3.5.
I know only have one job in the morning.
A little over 2.5.
I know I only have one job in the morning, but I also have to go shopping, get money at the bank. But my mother's just exhausted.
No worries. We probably maybe like 30 more minutes, maybe.
Oh, this turned out to be not as planned.
I am back, and I brought with me granola bars.
I think other people have gone to the toilet as well. 3 people muted.
I'm here.
You're there.
here
Is
too.
Me too. Just altering my microphone's position.
just had us then.
Alright. Well, we shall wait until he returns to resume.
And I return.
There he is.
Alright, what was Ari doing in all this? Or Kayana, rather?
I couldn't pay attention because my family was in a room.
So yeah, Rosa is asleep due to some kind of sleep draft in the water. Cassandra and Aeon went to investigate the well, and Kunara is taking care of Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that Kai will just stay and take care of her as well.
Okie dokies.
Alright. Alright, so. Back to Cassandra. You were checking the well for anything nefarious?
Yep.
Awareness check.
Yeah.
Aeon is with
I
you,
did.
so
It's a
awareness
13.
check. Alright, Aeon gets to roll as well.
Yay!
Roll the awareness. But there's no tier, so there's only 2.
Yeah, good riddance. We're fine. You and I can do this.
Good riddance. Ew.
Alright, Aeon is having a hard time focusing through the tension, but Cassandra is very attentive.
I'm panicking!
A little bit. So.
Just kind of
a sleepy kitty.
Just kind of puts her hand on Aeon's head. Is like, it's okay. Calm. Big breaths.
Right. So, you're not really an expert on chemicals or water or minerals or anything like that, and so looking at the water, and the Bunga provides his lantern so you can get a look at it more close up with light. It doesn't appear to be any different. The water in the bottom of the well does seem to be clear and clean for the most part. I don't understand. I purify all of my beverages before I put them into people's mouths. There shouldn't be anything in there. I'm very meticulous about that. This is a stopover town. If people get poisoned here, I run out of business.
Can I check to see if maybe there's any, like, magic? Something, like, with magic, like, affecting it or something? If we can't see it, maybe it's something like that.
Finesse check.
What's finesse?
Well, finesse is good for you because you're a mage.
I know. I know.
It's the magic stat.
I'm just copying you.
Mm-hmm. Again, finesse is good for you. It'd be more force. 12. See?
12. Alright, you're not necessarily the best at hunting for traces of residual magic or spotting signs of magical interference, but you're not picking anything up. It doesn't seem to be magical.
No magic. No signs of an obvious tampering. You said you purify it before dishing it out?
Yes, before I put any water or any content that I can safely boil into a tap, I boil it first to kill any infections or anything nefarious. I can't boil everything, but the water should have been purified long before it ever reached your friend's lips.
Does anybody else have access to it other than you?
Just my co-workers, but they go through the same process.
Strange. Wait a minute. Sir? When our friend came up and got drinks from you, you didn't see... Did he do anything? Or anything odd?
No, I didn't see anything. He just took the tray of drinks and turned around to bring it back to you all.
Fuck. Bernard.
He had like he went before, like when he went to go to Rosa for the blanket. Did he have like a bag or anything? I could try like see if he has anything there.
I mean, you were more focused on Rosa when he went running off.
No,
so
I meant, yeah, well, when we go back in, is what
So
I'm
it's like-
saying. I'm trying to remember if he had anything.
yeah. Well, if in that case,
Aeon.
to see if Aeon remembers that, make for me an inquiry check.
Inquiry. I have
Information.
inquiry. I'm fine with this. I was worried I didn't. That's an 8. Now it's. It's like decent, not great, but they're decent.
An assassin or something.
An 11.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. You recall he did have a pouch, like sort of hanging off his hip, buttoned up.
I remember he had a pouch with him, Sandra.
Pouch. You didn't see him reach for this pouch when he got drinks, did you?
When he was taking the drinks back to you all, I went back to my book.
I was gonna make a comment, but I'm not breaking the suspension right now.
There's nothing tampered with the well, and everything's purified before it gets to us. And you're the only one working tonight, right?
Correct, yes. I send all of my coworkers home, at around sunset, and I handle the night shift. There's usually more people working in the daylight, but it's not daylight right now. We don't have much traffic in the winter anyway, so it's the quiet season.
Then we're sure this guy is telling the truth. Like, he's not giving off any signs or anything, like
Inquiry
twitches or
check.
anything like that.
Inquiry.
I'm doing a Rosa at this point, because Rosa's not here.
Rosa is unconscious because Kallen poisoned Kanara and I took it into me.
12.
Wow, okay.
We're both 12.
All right.
We're just
Both of you are
staring at him.
both of you are getting the impression that this Bonga is being upfront with you. He does not seem to be lying. He seems just as rattled and shaken by what's going on as you.
The whole thing was totally a trap. We fell into a trap.
Okay, hang on. Just Cassandra just thinking is like, how many? Okay, just out of character, just to remind me, how many of us were drinking water?
I'm pretty sure Kanara was the only one who was drinking water, but there was a drink for everyone at that table.
Yeah, and the only one that tasted off was Kanara's.
Ours.
Who, Kallen was when Kallen was chatting to us, the first person he specifically asked after was the Lupin.
The only one whose drink was effective was Kunara. And the only one who had access to the drinks before it got to us, and the fact that no other drinks were contaminated.
Sandra, you okay?
Something's not right here.
Should I try to do something?
Aeon?
Yes, Koopa?
Do you think you could get this pouch off of his belts without being seen?
I could try.
Is do I remember it off his belt? I couldn't remember what we said.
No, you said there was a pouch on his like his side, right?
Yeah. He had a pouch
okay.
attached to his belt that Aeon does remember. That's what the
Okay,
previous
there you go.
inquiry was
That's yes. Okay.
I could try.
I'm gonna stay at the door while you sneak in. If you can get it, good. If you get caught, I'll confront him. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So heading back in.
I'm back.
And someone typed
Yeah,
something.
Tom's having an aneurysm.
We will avenge you, Tom. We're getting there.
Kayan was your name.
Sweet little kitty. Big sister's got this.
All right. So cutting back inside. Rosa is
Yeah.
still twitching
Yeah.
and shivering on the floor.
It's say that. I thank you for your kindness. Kayan, was it?
Kallen, yes.
Tell me, Kallen, you mentioned once that you haven't seen much Lupin.
Not many, no. I mean, you don't see them in Fenora very often at all, but I hardly see how that's relevant to what's going on right now.
Well...
Remember, Darkness, your character was not present for the conversation that Cassandra and Aeon had, so you wouldn't be on that same train of thought.
I didn't just come back anyways, but I missed most of the conversation, but anyways.
Yeah, no, there's
You
no
seem like a nice person. I need to know. Are you starting to see anything at the bar? Any tamperations?
No, I didn't see anything of the sort, but in my defense, I also wasn't looking. I've passed through this town before, and I've had drinks here with that same bartender. Didn't seem anything off at the time. I had no reason to suspect he'd try something.
I'm gonna roll inquiry.
Roll it.
Okay. That'd be, unless I have anything, I don't think I do. That would be a 10. I'll just make sure though. Yeah, 10.
Alright, 10 you said?
Mm-hmm.
At a glance, you would say that he's being upfront with you. Until you see a little bead of sweat rolling down the side of his head.
You know, let me tell you something about me. I have been on my own for so long, and I have come across individuals I feel I could trust. But do you know what happens to me when I think that? Well, it'll either be a stab in the back, or a simple gesture, or anything that will leave me for dead. And I'm getting the sense and feeling that you are really tensing up and not telling me the full truth.
Of course I'm tense. A girl's been poisoned in front of me.
But it wasn't meant for her, was it?
Just kind of stares at you for a second. Are you accusing me?
You were the one who got the drink. And if you recall, I had some of that water earlier. When I got them and I was perfectly fine, so I find it odd when you suddenly got it. I suddenly felt off. And then Rosa performed something on me, and now she feels off. If you have a personal vendetta, be out with it. And why?
I have no vendetta against any of you. We've only just met. I barely know anything about you. Look, I get it. Your friend has been poisoned. The poison apparently was meant for you. You're stressed. I get that. But right now, wild accusations will get us nowhere. This girl needs help.
Is it about this time that Aeon and Cassandra start?
Yeah, and it is worth noting, Ari is present for this entire back and forth.
You listen here.
It is at around this time that Cassandra and Aeon enter.
Well, I don't see any other suspects, and right now, I don't trust you. Everything in my fiber is telling me that something's off about this. And if anything does happen to her because of you, I will make you regret it.
Can we have Aeon do the stealthy steal thing?
Sure. Aeon, stealth check.
Could we say that also KNR is keeping his attention while Aeon does this?
You're not fully aware of the plan, so you're not able to, like, dedicate an effort to the,
No, but I would have thought
it's not going to give Aeon a buff, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Aeon's gonna have to rely on his own rolls here.
Yep.
Come on, Aeon, stealth. You stole a mind-controlling thing from an evil wizard. You can steal a little bag from this guy.
Please, for the love of God.
And for stealth,
Bad.
Probably going to be versus his awareness.
I mean, it wouldn't matter regardless. He rolled a critical success on his awareness.
Ah!
are you serious?
Sorry.
That didn't work.
It's
So-
gonna be a fight, and your healer is unconscious.
So, Aeon, as you're sort of flitting around, sneaking, trying to get behind him, you're maybe like halfway across the room when Kallen looks up, spots you. Ah, there you are. Did you see anything in the well?
I didn't. I don't know what's going on.
Look, may I make a recommendation? This town has an apothecary. She's probably asleep right now. She's not open, but I'm more than confident she'll make an exception for an emergency. This qualifies as an emergency. We get this girl there, we get her taken care of. We can play detective once we know she's going to be all right. Does that sound fair to you?
Okay. So, seeing as he was caught, can Cassandra come in?
Yeah, you can come in.
So, Cassandra walks
I
up
still
to
don't
him.
fully trust you.
Yeah,
So
just
she's
hang
not
on.
going anywhere.
This is just hang on. Cassandra comes up to him. Show me that pouch.
What?
Hmm?
The pouch on your side. She holds out her hand. Hand it over.
Reaches down to it. And then there's a flurry of movement as he pops it open and reaches in. Is anyone doing anything?
Kanara's
She-
just bringing in. And there's,
Can
into his train. She was watching his every move after all.
so Ganara's going for the string.
All right. I need you to make a post force check as you try to reach out and take hold of him.
Okay.
It's going to go one or two ways.
I've rolled a check. Although, I think in this case,
You gonna throw a destiny in there?
I think I might, because I know I rolled a 15, but I'm a little bit too hesitant just to go with that.
You're a warrior. You have destiny to spare.
Put it there so I don't get next dice. Or not. Alright.
What's that?
20.
A total of 20?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Damn, yeah, that's a good roll.
What did he get?
Let me do the numbers on that.
I'm going to mark off that destiny point.
Yeah, I've done that.
He got a total of 16.
Good thing you put that destiny in there.
Sweating there was.
All right, so
Yeah.
just
Is
a
he
sec.
restrained?
Yeah, he reaches rapidly into his pouch, and before like he can pull anything out or do whatever it was he was planning on doing, your hand flashes out and takes hold of his wrist.
While Ganara has him held, Cassandra walks around and grabs the pouch.
God damn it.
Opening up the pouch, what does she see?
Opening up the pouch, you see a collection of 6 empty vials and a couple of gray spheres with little fuses on the ends. About half the size of an apple each. Which you recognize as being smoke bombs.
Smoke bombs and vials. Like taking a vial gently, and considering Kyanna deals with chemicals, like, can I give it to her and see if she knows anything?
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah, you can.
I will point as soon as that was revealed. She let out a low growl and tightened her grip, and the claws are digging into his wrist.
So yeah, reaching down to Kai, I say, Kai, what are these?
Just Kai's like holding out her hand, just saying, "Give them."
All right.
And just hands it to her.
You hand it over. Go ahead and make for me a lore general check.
I don't have any lore.
What you don't have any lore? I thought you had at least one lore.
No, I don't.
I mean, it's an engineer, and she has chemical skills. She's gotta know stuff about chemicals.
You know what? I'll let you. You know what? That's fair. I'll let you use your synthesis skill instead. Your synthesis tinkering skill.
Well, the only other person who knows about medical-based shit is unconscious.
Exactly. So, roll that synthesis.
And unless it's based on magic, it's the only thing I can do.
And I only know about monsters.
So with my synthesis, right?
Yep.
Yes.
2d6 plus
Tinkering.
4.
Why?
The vials are unlabeled and plain, and they are empty. So, unfortunately, there's not much you can derive from that.
They're unlabeled.
What were the vials for?
For
Looking to
me,
the-
I takes it.
Looking to the guy and getting right up in his face. What are these? And I suggest you tell the truth, or my friend here might just take that risk with us.
Negotiation check.
Or I could just break it off a leg, and then you
Or
won't be able
just
to
undo
again.
the spin that Rosa did.
So, yeah, negotiation.
And also, I was thinking maybe Kai would have Rose's head on her lap or something.
At this point, yeah.
Aw. I know thumbnail.
Critical success!
Yee!
All right, so you say that, and Kallen sort of leans back a bit. All right. The girl's right. It's a sleeping draft.
See, that's so hard. She pats him on the cheek.
Don't patronize me.
Don't push your luck. Now, who are you working for? And I'm guessing the target was Kunara, so spill.
I don't know my exact employer. I only communicated with a middleman. Some high-ranking opinion military dipshit. I don't know. Stick up his ass. Bumped into him down in Tenori. He paid me to follow you all. He didn't want he didn't want a scene. He didn't want any trouble. He just wanted me to quietly get something and then go.
Fucking
Tenori. What were you after?
Some mechanical bug thing.
Cassandra looks at, jerks
Yeti?
directly to Kayana.
Kai's
Go up.
eyes widened when she heard that. She's like, "What?"
Yeah, that scarab thing. I'm assuming that's what it is. He just said a mechanical insect and sent me on my way. Honestly, I was given very little information to go off of on this job, but it paid really well, so I figured it was worth it.
Someone in Tenori wants this scarab and wanted you to put all of us to sleep and just grab it.
Pretty much. Knock you all out. My plan had been that you'd take the drinks, you'd go to bed, you'd be out like a light, and I could just slip in, take it, and be on my way. None the worse for wear, none the wiser. It's only when that girl, and he jerks his head at Rosa, and she took more than her fair share, that everything went tits up.
The only one that comes to mind who would have organised this would have been that commander by the gate. He was eyeing us up.
He was, wasn't he?
But why Viddy? Viddy doesn't do much.
And he's
I-
not going anywhere.
Look, I don't know. I have no idea what that thing is or why it's so valuable. I just know I was offered an astronomical fuckload of gil to get it without causing a scene.
You can just tell that Kai is like now getting very angry as she's like, who told you to take my scarab that was given to me?
He didn't give me his real name, just some guard-looking bloke, high-rank military official.
Describe him. What does he look like?
See, here's the problem, because I can't actually remember what I described the character looking like.
So
Okay.
But yes, it is the dipshit who was eyeing you up as you left the Omu Manor, is who he described.
The
I fucking knew
commander,
it.
the commander that was sparring with Pippin when we first saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
the guy who runs
basically
the guard
gives
humans.
us. So the guy basically just gives it a description, and then we all recognize him as the commander or whatever that was
The
on.
commander of the Umu's personal guard and works directly for Kayana's father.
Looks directly at Kai. Cassandra looks directly at Kai. That's the general that was eyeing us back at your manor.
Yeah, now Kai's eyes widen.
And the only one who can give him orders is...
My father.
Look, I'm going to level with all of you. I have no idea what your history is here. I don't know all of the context. I was just hired to do a job, and evidently I have failed at that.
Shut it.
Cassandra
Your
glares
greed makes me
sharply at
sick.
him and tells him to shut up.
I will point out she tightened her grip even more and said that, man.
Of course. Of course. My own father. Can this day get any worse?
I
Cassandra
hate
looks
to point out that I'm right.
Cassandra looks at the guy again. How'd you know we were here?
I was given a direction and I was instructed to follow. I did some asking around and picked up the trail soon enough. You are a very colorful group and you are very hard to miss.
So, was the Yeti part of you finding us?
No, that was a unfortunate accident. I genuinely needed help there.
It's a
It
shame.
wasn't an accident. We should have left you there.
Cassandra just kind of look at him and says, "Yeah, it's a shame. Yeti would have eaten good tonight."
Look, let's be real. Is thievery really worth execution? Is that appropriate punishment?
You did more than just thievery. My friend is sleeping and shivering. Kupu.
Yes, because she took double the dose.
Because of your stupidity!
Cassandra's gonna grab him by the throat at this point.
Can I sit holding him there?
Yeah, and so he's being held by the wrist and the throat. It's like,
yep.
Buddy, you picked the wrong job. But don't worry, we're not gonna kill you. She kind of leans in closer. We're gonna have a little job for you to do.
Oh, is that right?
Go back to your employer and give him a message for us. From us. Tell him to back off and piss off. And if he ever tries this shit again, we'll be making another visit to that manor. And it won't be pretty. Got that?
Okay. I'll try.
One more thing.
So, yeah, go ahead.
If I ever see your face again, and you are assigned on another job against us, I make sure your death is slow and painful.
Really cultivating the sympathy for your plight right now.
You lost sympathy when you tried to take my possession that I was given. The last thing I had of my friend.
Well, regardless.
And then Kai just says, so once you get there, and you see that little commander there, tell him to leave me alone, along with my father.
Kayana. As you are saying these words, you realize you're starting to feel drowsy now.
What? I don't feel good.
Cassandra,
Diana.
Aeon, you too.
Oh, shit.
Okay, whatever. Kanara, because Kanara doesn't have it in her because I took it.
Okay, do I still have enough? Do I still have a little bit of strength left?
For a moment.
Cassandra's realizing what's happening. She's gonna immediately pull for the whistle and blow.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. You pull it up, you blow into the whistle with your last exhale before consciousness flees you, and Kunara, you see your three other still standing friends topple to the floor with thumps and thuds. And
Kunara, you should also remember there's a chocobo outside.
And also, further, you also hear by the bar, the bartender who's been watching this whole exchange with held breath go, by the gods, and then a door slamming open as he makes a break for it, presumably to get help.
And
took it long enough.
Kanara still has him.
Yep.
And they're at a low ground, just getting aggravated by this.
Look, you were supposed to be unconscious too, otherwise unharmed. But this is a very, very potent draft, and that girl took double the dose. If she doesn't get help, she will probably die. So do you really think you have time to waste on me when her life is on the line?
She slams him into the ground. Then you are going to help if you want to leave here alive. How do I cure this?
Well, I didn't bring the antidote with me. Best thing you can do is take her to that apothecary. For what it's worth, I have absolutely no intentions of coming after any of you again. This is not worth it.
Oh, trust me. You won't be.
I can't deliver that message you wanted me to deliver if I'm dead. Money's important, but my life is more important.
In the mood I'm in, I am this tempting to go to that person myself and deliver the message.
And considering he wanted to take from you, how well do you wager that would go?
As I was going to say. However, I am needed elsewhere. As for you, you're needed somewhere else.
Yes, I am. So, unhand me, and I'll get about that, and you can get about saving your friends. Sound good?
And she slowly loosens her grip. Just know this. You're not leaving with any other stuff. You don't deserve it.
When do thieves ever?
Now hop on out of here before I break your other leg, and you can crawl back to your master.
At this point, would Tyr pop in?
Yeah, it's at around this time that the back door that was left open, Tyr comes soaring in through it. What's going on? And he sees everyone sprawled on the floor except for Kunara and this Kallen guy. What the hell happened? Cassandra! And he goes bounding over.
They've all been knocked out by a drug, but I feel that we should be more concerned about Rosa. Through her magic, she took out the dose that was meant for me, and now she's taken double. We need to help her before it's too late.
Kunara, awareness check, please.
Yep.
Oh, that's good awareness. 15.
15. All right. So, your attention is briefly on Tiermith, but then you sort of glance back, knowing that you do still have a thief in the room. And as you look over, you see that Kallen has retrieved his pouch, and as your eyes landing on him, you do see him briefly pausing by Kayana. He notes you looking.
I will point out that I thought that Kanara pretty much held on to that, because hence why you're not leaving with anything.
I mean, you had released a hold on him, but you didn't specify you had taken any of his stuff. Also, his pouch was still in Cassandra's possession.
Oh.
Chuck the bastard out in the snow. Fuck this guy.
So, like, you could probably just get... I know we're all unconscious. You could probably just get Tyr to, like, jump on him.
Tyr, stop him.
Tyr lets out this frustrated growl and leaps. I need an opposed force check from Cassandra for Tiermith.
Just imagine.
Wait, never mind. Kallen rolled a critical success.
Again?
Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
Also, can I ask that during this whole scuffle that raised voices, does my chocobo outside take notice of any of this?
I mean, Fluffy has no way of getting inside, but she's definitely getting the gist that something's wrong, and you can hear Kunara can hear Fluffy protesting outside, but there's nothing she can do right now. She can't get in.
She can't squeeze through the door, even force her way in?
No, she's the size of a horse. There's no way she can get in here.
How did Rocket always get in?
Because she was a player character.
God.
So.
And more often than not, she still just slept outside.
That was only when people were being choco racist.
So I guess with the critical success, Tyr, like, he gets away.
So as it is, because like Kallen was spotted about to reach for the scarab, and then Tyr jumps for him, he doesn't get it. He sort of backs up a step as Tyr jumps for him. A hand reaches out, he steps to the side, grabs onto the back of Tyr's tail as he's soaring by, and then just turns and chucks him back towards Kunara. Can't blame a guy for trying, now can you? And then with that, Kallen will reach into his pouch and use one of his smoke bombs. Throw it against the ground, and a big cloud of smoke suddenly just spreads out, obscuring your field of view.
If he goes out the front door, he very briefly has a chocobo screeching in his face before he scarpers off.
Yeah, you do hear a chocobo, shrieking at him. And the smoke persists for quite a while.
You know what?
Go on.
What was that?
But you were saying, weren't you saying something?
Yeah, you were the one who was talking. No one else said anything.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You know what? Forget this. Gnazes rushes forward towards him.
Well, as it is with that smoke bomb.
Escape spell equivalent.
Yeah, by the time the smoke clears and you have a line of sight to try and chase him, he's gone.
I check to see if the scarab's still there.
The scarab, looking down, yes, the scarab is still there, thankfully. If you had rolled even one lower on that awareness check, he would have made off with it.
And you do hear outside, like, Fluffy going crazy at something, so if he was hanging around, he ain't now.
Says, I wanted Tyr to, like, wrap around his neck and just growl in his face.
Unfortunately, no. So as it is...
like, I'm dying!
Yeah.
Yeah, next time I'll clarify.
Lord, I am hot above him. Well, we still got the berries.
So,
That's the
yeah.
scarab.
Although,
Kanara picks up the scarab and just tucks it away in the safe place for now and heads back to Rosa.
Baby not sleeping on the couch tonight?
Meh.
Thank you.
Alright, so yeah, Rosa's shivering has gotten significantly worse at this point.
Shit,
What?
hang in there.
What happened? What?
picks her up.
What all happened? What's wrong with Rosa?
Get them, okay, the healer, whatever, just get them now. Here.
I think it would probably be better for her to take Rosa to there.
I mean,
Because
I did point out she did pick her up,
okay, so
but she needs directions.
Right.
It was a apothecary, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're faster than me. Go.
Right.
Let them know.
Okay. I did see a bonga running. Should I follow him?
Yes, he must know where.
Okay.
like go.
it is.
Probably just have Tyr go get the location from him, if anything.
Right. So
Hang in there, Rosa.
Tiamat goes bounding. Tiamat goes bounding out the door and then takes to the air,
Just Rosa shivering on the ground, just
shivering in Kanara's arms at this point.
Yeah.
in Kanara's arms,
Carry on.
coughing, still unconscious, but just goes. Mom.
Okay, Rosa. It's okay.
All right.
We're not gonna lose you.
So are all of us still knocked out?
Yep.
For how long?
A while. Is a very potent draft.
Asshole.
All right, and Kunara, as you go bounding out after Tiamat to try and find the apothecary and get Rosa the help she needs, we're gonna call it there.
Ungrateful bastard!
Asshole.
I am so happy with that entire sequence. That was great.
I had no clue, like any idea. Like he was nicely dressed and everything, kind of fit for the whole like Anomo thing. So like I never had an idea that he could have been in. Like we should have just let that freaking Yeti eat him.
Freaking.
I'm glad you dropped that rock on his leg.
Now everybody's happy with Aeon doing that.
You see, this is why Aeon is the best agent of chaos. Is because even what he does has to happen.
Aeon, you done the pretty lady proud.
All right, so I'm
Can
gonna go
I-
ahead
can
and
I
drop a
also
couple
say-
of pictures in chat showing what this guy looks like, just so that you know for future reference.
And I also just say that after he gets, as he's legging it, after he gets a certain distance away from Rosa, those vines, that making his splinters fall. Because they're my vines.
Honestly, if he hadn't put Cassandra to sleep, Cassandra probably would have just re-broke his leg.
Regardless, so that was a lot. Now let's go ahead and do our outro, shall we? So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us for this session of Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. Join us next time, and until then, keep listening. Bye bye.
Sarah.
I liked that very much.